I'm running the laps you get when you're late for training.
I'm doing this lap so you can get to training safely.
Because late is always better than never.
Being late isn't the end of the world.
For causing a road crash by going even a little bit over the limit could be.
This lap so you can all get footy and backstage.
This lap
This lap.
This lap.
This lap is so you can show up for your team and slow down on the road.
There is literally no reason for you to speed.
So this lap, so you don't have to rush.
Hang on. Why am I running laps? I'm retired.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
You know how to calm me down. You know how to calm me down. You know how to Customisable Australian-made bedroom furniture to suit your space and style. Luxurious pillows, quilt covers, sheet sets and more. Get behind the Cats this season with your locally owned and operated Harvey Norman, Corio and Warn Ponds.
Don't panic. Call Steamatic.
Steamatic Geelong introduces mobile laser cleaning services using world-leading technology. This is the future of cleaning and surface preparation using nothing more than the touch of light. Whether it's food manufacturing, injection mould and tool cleaning or paint and corrosion removal, take advantage of this dustless, non-abrasive, chemical-free technology. Another winning solution from Geelong's cleaning and restoration specialists. Visit steamatic.com.au.
Like footy players, not all shelving is equal. Some buckle under pressure, some are a bit crooked. But we're Geelong. We're tough. We're A&B Australia, the Geelong shelving store. Whatever size or weight capacity you need, choose the winning team for high-quality, tailor-made shelving units. A&B Australia is the ultimate destination for your garage, office, warehouse or factory storage. See the showroom and talk to an expert. 47 Morgan Street, North Geelong. ANBAustralia.net.
Harvey Norman, the home of king-size TVs. Bigger is better. Immerse yourself in the incredible viewing experience of a king-size TV. All the leading brands, Samsung, LG, Sony, Hisense and TCL. Whether it's game day, movie night or a binge weekend, enjoy spectacular clarity and detail with resolutions from 4K to 8K and screen sizes up to a massive 100-inch. Connect more, see more and do more with a king-size TV featuring the very latest in smart technology. See the specialists in king-size TVs at Harvey Norman now. Your locally owned and operated Harvey Norman, Corio and Warn Ponds.
Thanks to our number one ticket holder, ABCO. Fueled by ABCO Cafe 24/7.
Win or go home, Sunday elimination final as we're out here at West Oval, and we're going to head down to Jane Birch, who's for South Point Garden Supplies, just finding herself in conversation down on a very lush West Oval on a Sunday afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Birchie, again.
Good afternoon. Yes, it is very lush. The breeze is really strong, favouring the Church Street end. There's, I daren't say it because every time we do, the teams actually play quite well into the breeze, but there is definitely 3 to 4 goals in this. It is much stronger than yesterday, so it will be a little bit tricky down here at ground level if you are kicking against the breeze.
Thank you for that, Birchie. South Point Garden Supplies. Ash and the team at South Point Garden Supplies, 15 Boneyards Avenue in Torquay, just behind the Bunnings. Bell Park have emerged on the ground. Their reserves played in green against Leopold's white, but their seniors are playing in the white against the traditional blue kit of South Barwon. Let's have a look at a head-to-head for White Cross Healthcare. It's been an absolute jinx, this White Cross Healthcare head-to-head. Just take us through some of the more recent ones, Kirsch, where you might have just had some issues.
I shall, and it's becoming a bit of a curse, or the moz on the head-to-head kinging in the last 5. I'll give you the last 5. Yesterday was Logan Wagner versus Harry Benson. Harry Benson unfortunately done his knee, and Logan Wagner got tagged out of the game in the first half. The week before was Bailey Scott and Jack Buckley, the 2 superstars.
The Colac Imperials coaching Bailey Scott,
Correct,
confirmed during the week.
Indeed.
We were all over that.
Absolutely. K-Rock, you heard it here first. Bailey Scott hamstring, Jack Buckley hamstring. Both didn't see past half-time. The week before, Joe Maishman versus Jacob Russell. Jacob Russell injured, had to go play forward, had no part in the game whatsoever. The week before that, Adam Gardner, Connor Giddings, the big superstar goal kickers, they were both goalless for the game. The week before that, Steve Benstead and Jack Driver, the intercept mark kings of the competition. 1 intercept mark each. Absolute fizzers they head-to-head the last couple of weeks. Make it 5 weeks.
So where are you going today?
Well, today. And I do apologise to both coaches for having to nominate someone, because we hope to see the game out and we hope they're not a fizzer. We're going the Geelong VFL listed boys today. We are going Todd White versus Hamish Lucas to see who has the biggest impact on this competition. Both superstars, both young guns, both going head-to-head and see who has the biggest impact on this game.
Thank you for that head-to-head. White Cross Healthcare, scooters, walkers, but much more. Trusted advice, best solutions, Fine Street in South Geelong. Let's have a look at the KFC X poll. We've got the toss of the coin though, Birchie, as Lockie Patton's made his way into the middle. Matt Caldu not too far away. Down to you, Birchie, for A&B Australia. Quality shelving and storage for your home, office or workplace.
Yep, just shaking hands now, the 2 captains.
And just deciding
who's
this
calling,
coin
I think.
This coin could blow away. You can hear the wind whipping up now. And Birchie Winner is?
No, actually.
There's confusion about who's calling because who finished where on the ladder.
South Barwon finished 4th, Bell Park 5th. Shouldn't be that hard, should it?
No, you would have thought they'd have that sorted before now.
So Bell Park have won the toss. They will kick with the 8 of that breeze in the first quarter.
Thank you for that. Just a late change for Geelong AFLW today. Rachel Kearns has been a late change with what is called a chest contusion after she got a whack last week in the loss to Melbourne's been replaced in the side by Abby McDonald.
So she's got a bruise, Kingy.
It's contusion.
Yeah.
Just say she's got a bruise. It's not that hard.
No, that's what it says. I'm just going by the official report from the Cats women on
bruised chest.
on the KFC X. Might need a Xena. From
Yes,
Brad Johnson.
that's right. The chest region, Kirsch, could be a little bit more serious than a bruise.
Okay, let's keep moving forward now. Let's keep moving forward.
Right.
Next.
The poll has come to a conclusion.
80-20.
71-29.
Oh, a couple of little late ones for Bell Park.
71-29. So South Barwon 71%, Bell Park 29%. And Adam Jones is streaming us from the Raffles Hotel in Singapore.
Put it away, Jonesy, for goodness sake.
Wow.
Stop showing off.
Talking about the umpires, Aaron Riches, Josh Brown and Tom Janke, and the Moth Aaron Riches game 300 for him this afternoon. Go well, the Moth this afternoon. Some conjecture, some discussion about just in regards to why Steve Ganaccia, who's umpiring the GFL Senior Grand Final, wasn't in control of the qualifying final yesterday, has been raised. And
Come on, Jonesy, you're having a Singapore sling.
I think one of the clubs today might actually be raising that with AFL Barwon during the week and asking the question why.
Absolute, genuine concern, that is, for the competition as to why we don't have our best umpiring
every week.
It's just
Give them the
doesn't
game.
make any sense.
Winner and margin, please, Birchie.
South Barwon by 35.
Wow, going whack is Birchie. Laurie Hill, who wins this afternoon? The former Barwon boundary umpire. South Barwon. South Barwon by 15 for Laurie Hill. Jace.
South Barwon by 27.
Yeah, South Barwon for me as well. And by 19. Matthew Kershaw, please pull out your pendulum. Let's see how it's
Here it is. Today it's back. The pendulum's spot on today.
Oh, here we go.
It is. Yesterday, I remember I took into account yesterday players that were out. And
Yes, you did. Well done.
Threw the pendulum away and we went Leopold.
Okay, so he's gone from a broken arm from patting himself on the back to a dislocated shoulder. Trying to find
On the other side.
In other things, I just felt some rain. But anyway, South Barwon a plus 357 in the offensive column. That's a lot, Jace. South Barwon a plus 296 in the defensive column. That's a 653-point swing in favour of the South Barwon Football Club over Bell Park today. That gives us, divided by 18 games, a 36-point win to South Barwon. So it'd be out of you and me there, Birchie. 35-36.
Perfect.
Well played, Kirsch. Matty Kershaw in the experts chair for the Sporting Globe. South Barwon are in position as the rain does actually start to fall here. Not heavily, but enough that people that are on the other side of the ground on the bike track are just considering their options in terms of seeking shelter.
That's the South Barwon twos over there, I think. So
who are into a first semi-final next week themselves after losing to St Joseph's yesterday. We will get that Callett and Bridgewater matchup. Paddy Kelly and Lockie Patton is a mouth-watering Wombat Gully Plant Farm matchup. Paddy Kelly coming off 46 last week against Geelong West. And on this wing, a nice matchup too. Charlie Sarcevic up against Chris Hughes, the veteran. Umpire Richards puts it into the air. First quarter action for Harvey Norman. Here's Jace.
Water gets it down in first for Bell Park as well, and he wraps up Callett, chicken wings him too, brings him to the ground. The umpire will come in and ball it up. So it's going to be a great clash between Bridgewater and Callett this afternoon. Callett back in the team this week, and he tries to take the ruck ball out of the ruck contest he's held on to, said the umpire. So Special K, as we heard Tim Sherman calling, will take it at the back end of the centre square, and it's a horrific kick from Madigan, who got it back, and the umpire will come and ball it up again. So still back, only about 20 metres across from the centre circle. We're going to have another ball up.
Of course, these teams played each other not that long ago on K-Rock football, and the similar matchups are the same as what they were on that day. Fortin Mahady, Caldo and Benstead, some big ones up forward.
Callett won the tap down. Kelly burst forward for South Barwon, kick inside forward 50, a rolling ball. Handball on the up by Noble, bouncing ball out towards the teammate, slung in the tackle, handball back. South Barwon got control. Kelly again, a high kick. It holds up in the breeze, and Benstead judging it best. One of only two survivors from their most recent finals appearance in 2017, and they're both Drysdale products, Lockie Patton and Steve Benstead. Benstead, who's not engaged, a floater off the boot. It's a half-back. Good afternoon to Ebony. I know she'll be listening. Kick out of the pack by Driver. Ball front of the pack. Kelly's been busy early for Kerrs Hyatt. We'll keep an eye on his numbers this afternoon. Kirsch, Paddy Kelly's already racked up a couple. And we have gone a minute and a half on the Barwon Foods time clock. Sells the freshest fish direct to you, Donga Road, North Geelong.
Callett takes it out of the ruck contest, but the umpire said he moved Ollie Bridgewater out of the ruck. So he's going to take the free kick at half back for Bell Park. He's going to play on quickly and go with the right foot towards half forward. Wobbly kick. Goff got a hand to it. Wiedemann back there for South Barwon. Gives it away to Boris. So a bit of candy, but then turned the ball over, unfortunately for him. And now they're going to go the other way. Bell Park, Sarcevic to an open goal square. It goes across the face of goal into the right forward pocket. And it's going to be a boundary throw. And so Bell Park into attack first time this afternoon. And Church Street end of the ground. We're going to have a boundary throw in 2 minutes played. First term, Barwon Foods time clock.
Harvey Norman opening quarter on an overcast and windy afternoon here at West Oval. Boundary umpire comes well in to hurl it back into play. Front position, Tobin won the tap down here at a pace. Petering back into the side. Quick left foot snap, but it's missed to the right. Through for a minor score. Handy return. Nick Petering is a noted goal kicker. But just the 8 games this year, and he's got the first score on the board in this elimination final. Bell Park 1. South Barwon yet to score. 2 3/4 minutes played.
Darky into Driver, who kicks it towards halfback. Mawson comes up front and centre, was good from Noble. Gives it to Fraser Fort, the grumpy one. Kick around the corner. Kick was partly smothered. Coming at it was Carmody. Gave it back to Fort at halfback. Bit of time and space now. Goes long with the kick towards half forward. Benstead read it the better. And got his hands on it again, took the mark. Matt Caldo's not happy either. He turned around and said, kick it towards the boundary line. But he can't, and Bell Park are going to go from the other side. They get the handball away. It's going to be chopped off, though. Coming back, that was a throw in the end from Kelly. Got his hand onto the ball, but his other arm was impeded, and he threw the ball. So now it's going to be Lucas from the back end of the square for Bell Park.
Finds a marking target. And it'll be Wareham who looks for lower the eyes, and Sarcevic with a beautiful ball marks 40 out from goal. And he'll go back and have a shot. Nice to have the ball in the hands of Isaac Wareham. He's a quality user, and he's found Jack Sarcevic. Got 3 cracks at Geelong VFL level. I think he kicked a goal with his first kick, and it might have been captured by our own Jason Boris at Arden Street. Chase, give me a thumbs up if that is correct. And it is. Chase just down shooting in front of us. This for the ideal start for the Dragons in this elimination final. Sarcevic from 45 metres out, leans back and has pulled it to the right. The breeze did nothing there to push it across. So they double their lead though, they're 2 behind. South Barwon yet to score. 4 1/4 minutes played on the Barwon Foods time clock.
Jake Peters to kick it in this time for the Swans. Plays on from full back. Runs his full measure, goes long, looking for Fort. He's the only one there, and that's not going to get anywhere near him because Ben Lloyd was standing there by himself. 10 metres in the clear and took the mark between wing and half forward. So Bell Park will drive it back inside 50. Do so now. Driver goes up, can't take the mark from behind. Hands to it for Bell Park. Handball back in board. Chopped off though. Callett, he dropped the ball. The umpire said yes.
That's fair.
Yep, he tried to go through the middle of the pack, and Will Tobin and a couple of others from Bell Park telling Ben Callett all about it. But the ball has come back, and it's going to be in the hands of Fraser Maris.
Bit of an iffy kicker, Jace, for me, Fraser Maris.
Oh, he's sure to kick it now then.
Absolutely.
First Moz.
He's a little hit and miss with his kicking.
He's actually first in the competition for free kicks.
Well, there you go. And you raise a good point there.
He's going to come in left foot kick. Yeah, no, you're right with the iffy, Kirsch. He hasn't been to your school. He hasn't even made the distance.
On the full, Jace.
Jack Driver has taken the mark and/or out of bounds on the full, and he plays on quickly. Jack, stop kicking it because he turned it over again, and Isaac Wareham's taken the mark across the other side of the ground at half forward.
Couldn't be any more righter with his kicking.
Wareham sets it up to about 25 from goal. A queue of Swans, and one of those is Rowan Goff. That is not a collective noun for Swans, but there was a queue of players there. He goes laterally and finds Boris in the left back pocket. Boris will send it to half back and over the head of Middleton, but found the mark. And a quick kick forward by Cunningham towards half forward, back with the flight. No mark taken by Carmody. And there's going to be a free kick for a throw. And it's going to come back to the Swans and come to Jackson Carmody. Coming off 6 goals last week, an equal career high for him. It's a mung off the boot, but it's going to work out okay, is it? No, over the head of Mawson, bounced away from Caldo. Fort fighting for it in the left forward pocket. The pressure comes from Mick Waters, who knocks it out of bounds. Boundary throw. Mick Waters, it sounds like somewhere you go on holidays. We're just off to Mick Waters for the weekend.
McWater's Resort. So throw in South Barwon into attack. 2 behind Bell Park. South Barwon yet to score. Fort's going to do the ruck contest. Bridgewater goes up by himself, gets it down. Roll Rainey, put on a tackle a couple of times. Hughes got the ball forward over the top towards Starkey. What's he doing down there? Left foot kick. Go back defensively because that's across the face of goal. Goes out towards the boundary line. The TV evangelist Blair Huggins gets it, kicks it around the corner. And he's put it out of bounds off hands. Stevie Benstead was there. And will be a boundary throw in right forward pocket at the northern end of the ground.
A bevy of swans when they're on the ground, a wedge while they're in flight. Here's what I've been told, thanks to Todd from Geelong. Right, very good.
They're Googling.
Off the KFCX. Tap down one by Bridgewater outside of the right boot. The kick by Worm. It's a bouncing ball towards the outer wing. The breeze carries it. Petering was there, but Blair Huggins coming the other way is wrapped up. Handball. Try to get it to Middleton. Good tackle by Tobin. Appealing for a free kick and winning it for holding the ball. It's very rare that you appeal for a free kick when you're hailing a taxi and you win it, but Tobin has done that. He's got it now. Will Tobin, 17 games this year, taking his career tally to 39. It's 40 today, in fact, so not a great kick, though. And then they'll look to attack. The little dinky kick from Starkey did Cunningham no favours, but clean was Hughes through traffic. Gave a handball back, tried to get it back to Cunningham, but missed him. Rolling ball at right half back. Driver was good. Here's Huggins. Alleluia goes wide on the bounce. Peters, a half volley. Didn't take it cleanly, but time to recover and then kick on his left towards half forward. It hangs in the breeze and stretching and taking a good mark out there for the Dragons. Chance to send a kick forward. Might have been McMahon, long ball towards half forward. It's off hands and out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. So we'll have it thrown in left half forward. And it was, in fact, Bridgewater taking the mark out there, I should have seen. It was a good grab. And he sent it long. Wasn't a great kick. 8 minutes played on the Barwon Foods time clock and on the Harvey Norman scoreboard. Bell Park 2, South Barwon yet to score.
So throwing 50 out from the Bell Park goal. Tobin to do the ruck work against Callett. You'd think Callett would win it and does. Gets it through. Traffic though. Bell Park rove it better. Back inside 50. Oh, the evangelist again. Blair Huggins takes the mark and kicks it across the face of goal. Rowan Goff, nearly K-Rock's own. Chips the ball further towards Jack Driver. He's definitely not K-Rock's own. He's Buzz's own. Buzz loves him. And he's still inside forward defensive 50. Please don't kick it, Jack. He will, though.
Jack, don't kick!
Goes towards Mawson. Neildy will be having something to say at quarter time about that now. Tobin gives it away. Handball over the top. And it came back inboard. They get it going now. Worm thought about going left. Comes back on the right. U-turns into the pocket. Great kick. Oh, the evangelist! Well done, Blair Huggins. He gets there just in time. Petering looked like he was going to take the mark. And he got a left hand to it. And it's going to be a boundary thrown in the right forward pocket.
We saw him last time, didn't we, Huggins? And he played a good game again. I think it might have been the corresponding game, Bell Park, South Barwon, and he played a good game.
Well, they're holding well at the moment, South Barwon, with Bell Park kicking with the aid of what Birchie's told us for South Point Garden Supplies is a 3 to 4 goal breeze. Tap down from behind. Callett doing the roving against Tobin. Mulroney went through. Haven't caught a lot of him. Petering lost it in the tackle. Should have been holding the ball. Wasn't. Umpire says, give it to me. I'll ball it up about 40 out. Make it 35 from the Bell Park goal. Attacking the southern or Church Street end in this opening quarter. Tobin doing the ruck work again. Callett trying to do roving. Here's a chance for Worm around the corner. Hit the post. And a minor score there for the Dragons again. They just can't find that first goal. 10 minutes played. They're 3 behind. South Barwon are yet to score. We're not going to get 1 goal apiece to 3/4 time like we did in the reserves, are we?
Dylan Starkey plays on from full-back. Goes wide and long out towards Fort. And Patton gets there first. Gives the handball to Isaac Wareham. He couldn't just take it with him under pressure from Lockie Noble. And then he sees it over the boundary line between wing and half forward on the outer side for Bell Park.
Well, if they were here yesterday, the coaches should know to attack this top side and try and score from this top side, because if you keep getting stuck out on that outer side, you're not going to be able to score too many goals from that area of the ground.
Bridgewater in front, and the ball comes towards Paddy Kelly, who gets tackled. And what happens? The umpire says no, not going to be high, not going to be holding the ball. It's going to be ball up at left half forward. So Callerton going to go up against Bridgewater. It gets there and gets the hand to it. Roved out there quickly by Todd White. And his handball, though, coming back towards Jake the Snake. Peters sees it over the boundary line for another throw-in.
Bannockburn Premiership player. I wonder if Ronnie Pilgrim's put a phone call in just to see whether he's got any interest in heading back to Victoria Park. Afternoon, Ronnie, know you're listening. Ball hurled back into play. Bridgewater front position, actually grabbed it out of the ruck, tried to fend off on Kelly, but gave a handball away over the top. It was a handball that came for Patton but missed him, and he had to go and lay a tackle. It was a dumping tackle on Callett. The umpire said, give it to me, I'll ball it up. Did Fraser Maris no favours, that handball out of the pack. Then we'll get another stoppage just outside 50. Bell Park at left half forward. It's going to fall for Todd White, taking in a good Maris tackle. Patton, can he keep it alive near the boundary line for the Dragons? Does. Handball on hands and knees, try to get it on the bounce to Petering. Deflected back underneath the pack. McMahon's in there for Bell Park. We'll get a ball up left forward pocket under the scoreboard that is illuminating a dark afternoon. Bell Park 3 behind. South Barwon yet to score.
Callett takes it out of the ruck contest, tried to get the kick away, but couldn't do so effectively. Had to put the tackle on in the end because coming across and taking it out of his hands was Maris, and then the ball up. Good contest again. Todd White's kick was partly smothered. Falls in the arms of Ben Worm. Goes for the kick. Right foot. Oh, wow. It was torpedo punt off the end from Ben Worm, but it just missed to the far side and through for a 1 behind. Bell Park 4. South Barwon 0. The BBC World Service. Harvey Norman K-Rock first quarter scoreboard.
Starkey to the left back pocket, and Driver, who's going to have to be forced to kick, I reckon. He's trying to
Goffey.
He's handball it to Goffey, trying to give it to somebody to handball to, and he does give it to Starkey, who has to kick on the outside of the right boot, kicks to the wing. Oh, strong mark, Mulroney. Hamlin hanger contender, then gave a handball to Carmody, whose kick was okay. Stretching and marking was Noble, who is being held up. That should be 50. Now gives a handball. Mulroney cruising past. Wants Caldo from behind. Yes! So a rare clean foray forward. You thought that kick on the outside of the right boot from Starkey was not the ideal situation, but a couple of good strong marks. And they find themselves with a shot at goal in the hands of their skipper, the reigning joint Matheson medalist, Matty Caldo, has it. And Benstead stands the mark about 35 from goal.
Well, that's why they're the #1 contested marking team in the competition, when you can go from coast to coast and take contested marks along the line, get it into your bigs, and he's a contested mark.
Hamlin Holmes, New Bannockburn display home now open. Caldo starts at left and brings it back with the power fade, and he likes it too. He's a good celebrator, Matty Caldo, and he kicks a goal against the grain into the breeze. A handy one. South Barwon now take the lead. 1 straight 6. Bell Park are 4 behinds. Opening quarter action thanks to Harvey Norman, Corio and Warren Ponds. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices. Caldo now with 46 goals for the season.
Well, they're playing into the hands of South Barwon Bell Park a little bit at the moment, because they're the #1 tackling team. They're the #2 contested football team in the competition, South Barwon. So this stoppage stuff is suiting them. And when they get the ball moving forward, they're the #1 marking team in the competition. So it's all working for them at the moment.
Callett goes up against Tobin, gets it down, rove though by Lucas, shrugs a tackle, then loses the football. Through the middle, Cunningham put a tackle on. Was that pushing the back? The umpire said no. Wareham on the bottom of the pack as well for Bell Park. Ball still in dispute. Comes to the side. The pack, fantastic pick up by Kelly. Got one high, did he? Yes, he did. And he'll take the free kick for South Barwon. Paddy Kelly in the middle of the ground. Called to play on now. Goes long with the kick to centre half forward. Oh, Wareham put one hand up. Couldn't quite take the mark. Mulroney's in there as well. Lucas's handball for Bell Park. Missed a target. Wiedemann comes in. Got a tackle on. The umpire will come in and ball it up at centre half forward for South Barwon.
Good sized crowd here this afternoon. Flowers family stand full, and plenty parked around the ground as well. Tapped down by Callett. Chance for Riccardi, but can't get out of the pack, and he's taken down in a tackle. We'll get a ball up. Oscar Riccardi in the headband. I'm sure the old man's here and be very proud to see him wearing number 15 as well, as Peter did through 280 odd games for the Cats. From the ball up, head over at Madigan. Haven't caught a lot of him early, but he was able to flick it up, and a quick kick out of the pack by White to the right forward pocket. Good spoil. Lloyd knocked it away from Noble and out of bounds, and we'll get a boundary throw in. But right now the game being played in the hands of South Barwon. Kirsch, Bell Park unable to use the aid of the breeze to their advantage. 4 behind, trailing the Swans 1 straight 6.
Yeah, they've not got any fluency with their ball movement at the moment. It's all rush and it's all long kicks, but that's the way they play. They're a long kick football team, and that's the way they're playing. It's going to be a little bit lower your eyes style today, I think.
Caldo takes it out of the ruck contest, tried to give the handball away to Paddy Kelly, who was running towards the boundary line. The ball eluded him, and it will be another boundary throw in 50 around from the South Barwon goal. Will Tobin giving Ollie Bridgewater a chop out in the ruck for Bell Park's going to do the ruck work against Ben Callett, who's moved his way down to half forward for South Barwon. Gets a hand to it, goes back towards the boundary line. And a little bit more work to do for the boundary umpire. South Barwon have the goal of the afternoon so far, 1 straight 6. Bell Park are 4 behinds. We've played 16.5 minutes on the time clock thanks to Barwon Foods. Sells the freshest fish direct to you, Donga Road, North Geelong.
Their freshly shucked oysters are something to behold. That's why they provide the best fish to the best restaurants in Geelong. Tap down Tobin, roving Mulroney, handball release. Now the kick, Worm, partially smothered. Now a clearing kick comes to high ball, bouncing towards half forward. Chance here for the Dragons. Taken in the tackle was Pigeon. We haven't called him yet, but he's lost it. And Kelly's come up with it. He's been busy. Kick to the wing, not ideal. Mark dropped though out there by Benny Worm. And a kick to half forward for South Barwon was worked out okay. It's ended up with Noble.
Push.
Or is there a free kick for a push?
No,
and 50.
Oh.
He wasn't aware, Lockie Noble, that a free kick had been paid for a push. And then he's delivered a kick, and it's going to be a free kick coming to Isaac Wareham, who's tucked it under the arm. He's run himself to the edge of the centre square. He's pulled the kick to the pocket. Who's he looking for? Sarcevic on the juggle takes the mark. Over the top of Wiedemann. Jack Sarcevic just stretched highest. Got first touch, and on the second bite was able to reel it in, take the mark and go back and have a shot on what is a much needed goal for the Dragons. They only trail by 2 points, but we suspect they've got the best of the breeze at the moment. And Jack Sarcevic, 26 goals this year, none more memorable than the one he kicked late against Newtown and Chilwell. He gets close to the man on the mark, but he does not fail to deliver. First of the afternoon for the Dragons. They like it in the Flowers family stand. And they move to a 4-point advantage. 1-4-10. South Barwon, 1 straight 6. Sarcevic with goal number 27 on the season. Surely in calculations for the coach's team of the year in its opening quarter action. Thanks to Harvey Norman. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices.
Well, he's the hope, isn't he? He's their leading goal kicker. They don't take a lot of marks inside forward 50. Their average is quite low in the competition. So they have to get the ball into their sort of medium-sized players and hope that someone can take a mark or get that ground ball goal.
Mawson in the ruck now against Tobin and gets it down to Max Mawson. Hughes off the wing, wrapped up by Tobin. And the umpire will come in for a secondary bounce. Actually a metre away from where he did some work 20 seconds ago. Puts it up in the air again. Bridgewater gets to the ruck contest now. Tapped on by Mawson to the outside centre wing. Starkey to run onto it. Doesn't sit for him. Hughes comes across. And also getting there for Bell Park was Pearson. And the ball held up in the contest. Going to be a ball up on centre wing. So Mawson again against Bridgewater. Both going to hand to it. Bridgewater hits it towards Lucas. Mulroney dumps him. Sling tackle, said the umpire. Free kick, Hamish Lucas on centre wing for Bell Park.
Might have been a bit high too. Lucas with the footy, true centre wing. Hasn't had a lot of it early. Sends it inside forward 50. Tobin there. Big fly over the top. And the mark taken by Eli Pearce. In fact, a free kick going the other way against Tobin. So we just have to put the cork in the bottle, and Jack Driver will win a free kick. Calls for 50 as it didn't get back to him on the full. Drive it, he does. He gives a handball off. Little kick by Shepherd towards the boundary line, and at right half back Hughes marks, and then he goes short to Cunningham, who has it at right half back, turns and kicks quickly to half forward, coming up but not marking Mulroney. Lucas might have been touched, so on the way through he just banged it on the boot, but he's kicked it straight to Rowan Goff. He and Driver could have raffled it about 35 from their defensive goal, and Rowan Goff just pointing towards the outer wing, but decides now to come back to Huggins. Huggins has it 30 from his defensive goal, and they'll attack via the broadcast side. He drives a kick, tries to put into the path of Starkey. Too much on it. Chance for Gorman in a little 1-2. Received it back from Mick Waters and a kick inside 50. Looking for Pearce, front position. Goff brought it to ground. It'll roll to the goal line, and Driver will run away with it. A handball to Shepherd.
Shepherd now in the back pocket. Tries to drill it towards Ford, who comes out. And the Matheson medalist, he's angry too. He got up. He wanted to get the handball moving. He comes back in ball with the kick. Horrific. Goes back toward, hit actually Jack McMahon in the back of the head, I think some for Bell Park. Now comes back towards Madigan for South Barwon. Gives it away to Todd White on the left. Spears it, not that far though. And it comes to Pearson again for Bell Park. Goes with the outside towards half back. Oh, coming the other way, Jack Driver. He kicks it this time, Jack. Is that better? It might be. Mawson goes up. No, it's not. Bridgewater takes a great mark for Bell Park.
He's a good player, Ollie Bridgewater, isn't he? Both he and Kell. It's going to be a great battle this afternoon. That's a shank off the boot. Might work out okay at his bootlaces. Not taking it cleanly was Wilson Mack. I don't think you can say Mack, Ken. You can say Wilson Mack, and now free kick too high. It's going to come back and be a free kick for the Dragons. Handball to the run of Lloyd. Lloyd went to kick, held it back because he had Mulroney coming towards him. So he just tried to then square it up. Back with the flight. It's over the head of McMahon. It carried past him. Goffer fumble. Time to recover. Jams it on the boot and rolls it towards the boundary line. Wareham playing in front. Taken off him by Cunningham. He managed to get a little kick away. Lucas. Chance here for the Dragons. A handball. Here's Patton. Haven't caught a lot of it. He's kicked it straight to Huggins. His intended target was Pearson, but it just skewed off the boot, and there's a bit going on the outer side. Cunningham and Wareham into each other, but Huggins with the mark and a long ball to the outer wing.
When the ball goes over the back of the pack, Keldu has to get back there. He's going to put the tackle on Matt Jones. Jones breaks free, scrambling kick again outside towards half forward and over the boundary line. So not really effective from there from half back for Bell Park. It's going to be another boundary throw in. 1-4-10 Bell Park, South Barwon 1 straight 6. We've played 22 minutes in this first term. Barwon Foods time clock. And we're going to have a boundary throw in for Callett, who's back on the ground and in the ruck. Up against Bridgewater. Callett got a hand to it. Rovo Lucas, beautiful, took a bounce, ran away, goes towards an open half forward flank. Tobin from behind goes up, can't take the mark. Huggins, Sarcevic's there, put his head over the ball, got one high. Moth, right there he was, 50 out from goal. And Jack's got the ball.
Kick this.
So Jack Sarcevic, kick Bell Park's only so far. Late stage of this first term. 50 out directly in front. Church Street end of Geelong West goes with a left foot kick now. Distance just gets towards the goal line and through for one behind. So 1 goal, 2 his personal tally. 1-5-11 Bell Park, South Bar 1 straight 6. Harvey Norman K-Rock first quarter scoreboard.
Starkey a long ball wanting Noble, had to wait for it. Good spoil by Jones. Didn't get out of bounds though. Huggins took it and then Jones took him in a really good tackle. It's out of bounds in front of our best seats in the house. Thanks to Apco Cafe 24/7. Hot chips only $4 at Apco Cafe 24/7. So a couple of good bits of play. Huggins and Jones. They'll have it hurled back into play. Callett and Bridgewater. Callett winning the tap down. Patton though the roving for Bell Parker. Handball back. Quick kick around the corner by McWaters. A rolling ball into the right forward pocket. Goff will be first there. Try to control it with a little tap down to Peters. Peters under pressure. Got a left foot kick. Middleton through traffic. Gave a handball. A chance here for White. White a handball. Callett. Middleton. Kick partially smothered. In fact, completely smothered. Middleton has to go again. There's a hold off the footy and Patton's going to win the free kick. Wiedemann hung on too long.
So Patton at right half forward. Runs around on that left, goes into the pocket with the kick, looking for Sarcevic or Pearce. Over the back, the two number 33s go at it. Driver and Pearce. Driver sees it over the boundary line for a boundary throw in the right forward pocket for Bell Park. Advantage South Barwon so far, Kirsch.
Well, you'd have to say that, wouldn't you? They're the two best intercept marks in the comp as well, ranked 1 and 2, and they're at 7-5 for intercept marks at the moment. So extraordinary back and forth football.
From the boundary throw in at the front of the pack, Lucas. Oh, is that a sling tackle? No, neither umpire who was in the area figured that was the case, and the two umpires just look at each other. They've got the comms in today, so they can communicate with each other. Tap down, one by Tobin for Bell Park, doing the ruck work against Bridgewater, but at the bottom of that pack there is a Swan, and that Swan getting to his feet is Todd White. 9 games in the VFL for the Cats this year, but squeezed out late as they made the finals, but have been dumped unceremoniously. Free kick in the ruck contest against Callett, who can do nothing but have a bemused look on his face and hand the ball back. Tobin gave it to Sarcevic. Sarcevic from 45 has launched and missed everything. And he's pushed it. He just can't seem to be able to read that breeze pushing it. Not only is it giving him distance, but it's also fading it off that left boot into the left forward pocket, and just can't seem to have got the radar right. It'll be a free kick in the right back pocket to South Barwon. 1 straight 6 South. Bell Park 1-5-11, 25 and 15 played on the Barwon Foods time clock in this opening term.
Starkey. The ball in the back pocket goes long to the outer side, half back flank. Caldo over his head. Callett got it away at the back of the marking contest. McWaters comes in, puts the tackle on. And Lockie Patton helping him out there as well. Jonty Broughton last to get up, gives it back to umpire Richies. And there'll be a ball up now for Bridgewater. Pushed away in the contest. Ben Worm gets it. Gives it on the outside. Patton's kick is into the backyard. Oh, literally into the backyard.
Yep.
And we're going to be getting another footy pretty quickly. So Imagine how many footballs those houses have got over the years.
Oh, yeah, it's a
It'd be a Sharon factory in there, wouldn't it?
kick,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Jump on Gumtree.
Yeah,
Pick up a cheap Sharon.
absolutely.
Especially early in the game when the footy's fairly new.
That's right.
And we're going to get the spare.
The nail polish gets the AFL Barwon's texture off it.
sounds like a person who's got some form on that sort of stuff. Wow, what's going on here?
There is so many lines and nothing that I can say that won't land me in a lot of trouble.
Oh, wow.
There's the thin blue line right there. Hughes with a high ball towards the outer side. It's going to flirt with the boundary line.
Out the full.
And is it out in the full? It is. So you're keeping those out in the full numbers.
I am, yes.
How many for Kerrs High?
We're up to 5 already.
Lloyd with the footy.
I'm sure we'll beat the 16 against South Barwon Colac 2 weeks ago.
It's a mung off the boot. Was that St. Joe's and Colac? Yeah, Joey's in Colac last week. On the outer wing, Riccardi outside of the right boot, rolls it towards forward 50. It sits on its point. Eli Pearce tries to trap it. The other 33 trapped him. Pearce can't manage to drop it on the boot. Somehow got it out, holding the ball. He was trying to get it onto the boot, but the tackle of Jack Driver was just too good.
Handball, Jack.
He does. To Starkey, not for the first time, and then Starkey with sort of a Zach Guthrie elegant kicking style to the wing. Caldo comes up. Geez, he's good overhead, the skipper. And he takes the mark and then sends South Barwon forward, but that holds in the breeze.
As it goes towards Charlie Sarcevic, he takes the mark in front of Fraser Fort, so held up there and he read it the better. Defensive 50 with the kick from the mark. He's going to play on. Go down the line towards centre wing again. Big pack there over the back. No mark. Maris got the kick forward for Bell Park, and again it's out of bounds. And it will be a boundary throw in. 55 around from the Bell Park goal. They're 1-5-11. South Barwon 1 straight 6, and we've played 28 minutes in this first term of the elimination final here at West Oval.
They'd love one more before quarter time, but quarter time can't be too far away with only the 2 goals kicked, and we've played 28 minutes on the Barwon Foods time clock. Tap down, might have been Callett trying to hit it at pace. He's Kelly, and he did nicely too. And he just barrels it forward, a rolling ball. Trapped not too badly down there by Mahadi, although it's going to spill away from him. Handball away, Noble, but Sarcevic got involved. That was Charlie. Handball on the bounce. Patton, the skipper's got it for the Dragons. Kick though, not great. Starkey playing in front of McMahon, took the mark, and now he wants the corridor. He wanted Mulroney. Oh, coming through with the one hand and taking a wonderful mark was Ben Worm, juggling it. Some sort of party trick there from Ben Worm, Hamlin hanger contender.
He now goes long with the kick. It's a tumbling punt towards half-forward. Might be okay though. Mark taken by Wilson Mack. 65 from goal, puts it into the pocket. Sarcevic's got a couple on him. Goff goes up, got one hand to it off the back. Sarcevic uses the body. Will he get there first? Oh, thrown through by Jack Driver. That was when he had to handball, and he did. And he put it through for one behind. So rush behind to the Parkers. They go to 1-6-12. They lead South Barwon 1 straight 6. Harvey Norman, K-Rock, first quarter scoreboard. And off the personal Twitter, Kershaw has wiped many a name off footies. Mr. Stolk was giving me some personal feedback there, so he knows you better than anybody, Kirsch.
Apparently when Kirsch left North Shore, Lara ended up with a whole heap of brand new footies. Part of the deal. Starkey in the right forward back pocket sends it long towards half back, and that is quarter time here at West Oval. 1-6-12 in that opening term for Harvey Norman, Corio and Warren Ponds. South Barwon 1 straight 6. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices. Furniture, electrical, computers, bedding. A break from here at West. Elimination final. It's the Dragons, 7 scoring shots, but 1-6. South Barwon, 1 scoring shot, 1 straight. Back on the other side of this, thanks to Apco Cafe 24/7. Live, breathe, K-Rock footy.
I'm running the laps you get when you're late for training.
I'm doing this lap so you can get to training safely.
Because late is always better than never.
Being late isn't the end of the world.
For causing a road crash by going even a little bit over the limit, could be.
This lap so you can all get the footy and back safe.
This lap?
This lap.
This lap.
This lap is so you can show up for your team and slow down on the road.
There is literally no reason for you to speed.
So this lap, so you don't have to rush.
Hang on. Why am I running laps? I'm retired.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
As I said, ranked 1 and 3, these two teams. South Barwon ranked 1, Bell Park ranked 3 for intercept marks, and it's 7-6 in favour of South Barwon. So a little bit of turnover footy. Conditions are contributing to that. Clearance-wise, South Barwon are just on top, 8-6. A lot of repeat stoppages at the moment. So we'll see how South Barwon handles the conditions. I would like to see a bit more ball coming this top side, the grandstand side, so you can kick more goals from this side or give yourselves a better opportunity. Bell Park went a little bit too deep to the other side or the outer side of this ground, and it's really hard to score from there, particularly with a breeze. So let's see if South Barwon's instructions to attack this top side, we might see a little bit more footy and some more scoring opportunities. At the moment, even Stevens with South Barwon with the advantage of the breeze now.
Thank you for that, Kirsch. Mark Neal's actually headed for the comfort of the coach's box up in the grandstand, and Jane Birch has headed towards James Saker, I believe. We'll head down to Birchie now for A&B Australia Quality Shelving. Birchie, have you been able to nail Sakes? I think he's just behind you, as you'll be able to get a couple of quick words from him as we look to start this second quarter for Morris Business Class Finance. Down to you, Birchie, as you have a quick couple of words with James Saker, the Dragons coach.
Well, Slake's a very young team and obviously haven't played finals for a while, so their intensity and the way they tackled in that first quarter was really impressive. You must be pleased.
Yeah, it was. It was a good start. We were hard at the contest, probably a bit sloppy at times with the ball, but overall it's a positive. But we've been here before against this opposition, so we've got to try and maintain that.
And it's a really tricky breeze out out there. The kicking efficiency was down for both teams. What's the key for you in this quarter going into the breeze?
Ugly's okay for us this quarter. Just get it forward, surge it, get some numbers and try and keep being first in at that contest.
Good luck. Thanks for your time.
So start of the second term here, and South Barwon, well, out of mid-air, Harry Cunningham got it towards the forward line. They moved it pretty quickly from the middle, and they came the top side as Kirsch asked them to. I'm sure Neildy did as well. And it's gone into the arms of Lockie Noble from that Harry Cunningham kung fu kick that he got inside 50. It
was pretty clever, really.
It was very clever. He knew he was going to be under pressure, and he just lost possession, just kicked it and got it to Lockie Noble. So this could be a very fast start for the Swans in the second term. 42 seconds gone as he comes in to even the scores up, and that is a great kick. That was never going to miss from Lockie Noble. So they get a 2 straight 12. South Barwon, Bell Park 1, 6-12. Morris Business Class Finance. K-Rock. Second quarter scoreboard.
Well, the clearance came, but they come out the front of the stoppage, and instead of staying corridor bound, they just shifted a little bit to the outside to get the ball to this top side. So, as we mentioned in the preview, or that little breakdown of that first quarter, the instruction would have been to try and get it a little bit to this top side to give yourself the best opportunity, and that's exactly what we spoke about. It's exactly what they just did, and that's exactly how you're going to score goals on this ground.
Around the grounds for Leopold Sporties, Ben Cunnington extracting the P155 for Warrnambool in the Hampton League first semi.
Warrnambool playing to rank 62-2 at quarter time. Ben Cunnington has 6.
Must be
That's quarter time.
Is that at the Reed or where's
no,
it?
It's at Koroit.
At Koroit in the howling gale.
Must be a cyclone in Koroit.
Must be going downhill.
6 goals in the first quarter.
He's on track for 24. Record books out. Madigan, I should say, in traffic but lost it. Quick kick forward was partially smothered by Worm. It's going to deflect back to him. He tried to get a handball away. Was brought to ground. Callett tried to scoop it up. Thrown out of there by Madigan. Fisted forward by Mulroney for South Barwon. But the kick inside 50 for the Dragons. Might have come from Bridgewater. A rolling ball that'll roll to the right forward pocket. And as we heard James Saker say for AMB Australia Quality Shelving, they are just happy to junk it up in this second quarter into the breeze, the Dragons. What's a manageable margin? You've got to suspect they're going to go in at half-time behind Kirsch, but you want to be within a couple of kicks?
Yeah, I think it's going to be like the score's indicating already. It's 2-1 in terms of scoring. Is going to be very, very difficult for goals, so I don't think you'd want it any more than 3 goals, Kingy, I'd say, at half-time.
Back into play. Callett got it down with the right fist. Patton for Bell Park. Couldn't take it. Chris Hughes could at defensive 50. Gives it by hand to Todd White. Draws a play. Gives it to Madigan on the left. Goes to centre wing. Good mark. Hamlin hanger by Jones and plays on for Bell Park and goes back towards half forward. Getting back there and getting a hand on it was Wilson Mack. Did well for Bell Park. He was against the TV evangelist Blair Huggins there, and he saw it over the boundary line. So we're going to have a boundary throw in 50 around from the Bell Park goal where we started about 35 seconds ago. It's back in there now. So a chance for Bell Park in their forward 50 northern end of the ground in this second term. Thrown in. Callett taps it down. It comes towards Carmody, gives it to Madigan for South Barwon, but Maris comes across at Bell Park with Lockie Patton as well. They see it over the line. We're going to have a boundary thrown on the outer side centre wing.
What about one of the greats of photography, Mike Dugdale, just sitting down in front of us today? Great to see Duggars.
Dueling. Duggars and Jason Boris, about 30 metres from each other.
Dueling cameras.
Dueling cameras.
One of the great men, Mike Dugdale, of course, went to the Grammar.
The
Grammar. Boundary throw in. Palm down to the front. Bridgewater roving was White, and he was brought down in a tackle by the other number 2 in Fraser Maris. And we'll get it balled up. Going at the 2 ruckman. Callett may be winning the tap there. Bridgewater did the roving, tried to barge his way through, but Peters hung on for dear life, brought him to ground, and we'll get another stoppage. Almost 4 minutes played in this second quarter on the Barwon Foods time clock. South Barwon 2 straight 12. Bell Park 1 at 6-12. Callett again on the tap down. Worm just fired a handball forward indiscriminately, but it worked out all right. Tobin, Maris cut back in and then jammed it on the left boot. And Huggins, that's a diving effort. Takes a wonderful mark, the TV evangelist. Hallelujah, says the South Barwon defence.
Huggins inside defensive 50, goes with a right foot kick. Long towards Caldo, it goes up. Good mark. 1-2 takes the mark on centre wing in front of Isaac Wareham. So the Matheson medalist comes and draws a play and gives the handball away. Madigan thought about the kick, then thought about the handball, then did kick it, only as far as Mulroney though. He couldn't pick it up. Kick was smothered in the contest, comes back towards Harry Cunningham, gets his hands free, gets it towards half forward. Oh, White, good tackle, bad tackle.
He put his arm up to fend him off, so how's that not a...
Ben Lloyd came in at pace and got him 55 from goal. South Barwon into attack left half forward.
That's like stopping a front row forward hitting an offload at pace.
Great tackle.
It was a cracker. Tap down Bridgewater. Patton's there. Callett went and got the footy himself. Got one high, I reckon. He might get a free kick. So the big South Barwon ruckman, Madigan cruising by, wanted it, but he turns and kicks Callett to about 20 from goal. Flying Caldo in the pack, couldn't take it. Front of the pack is Cunningham, who is wrapped up in a two-man tackle. Benstead coming over the top to ensure that ball wasn't coming out with Mick Waters. A sunny day always when you holiday at Mick Waters. Bridgewater won the tap down. Ball in the right forward pocket. Chance to clear for the Dragons. Lloyd jams it on the boot to half back, and Wiedemann coming up takes the mark. The product from Rapunyup.
He backs himself, Lockie Wiedemann, overhead too. He goes with a left foot kick inside 50. Jones can't quite take the mark. Mawson, Cunningham gets the tackle on, and Reece McWaters was actually trying to bash the football and was bashing Cunningham in the thigh.
Alton 39 have beaten Gold Coast 38 AFLW.
From the ruck contest, falls to the back of the pack. Mahadi around the corner for Bell Park. Outside defensive 50, Madigan. Handball. He handballed it to the scoreboard. It's out of bounds. And it's going to be a throw in front of that scoreboard. South Barwon 2 straight 12. Bell Park 1 6-12. Played 6.5 in this second term. Morris Business Class Finance K-Rock second quarter scoreboard.
Richmond 38 have defeated the GWS Giants 27 at Punt Road. Kangaroos and the Cats to bounce at 3:05 at Arden Street this afternoon. Geelong looking for their first ever win over the Kangaroos since entering the competition in 2019. Ball back into play. Callett, the tap, hitting it at pace was Mulroney, left it behind. Cunningham dragged down in the tackle, lost the ball. Hughes is clung onto by Patton. We'll get a stoppage. What do you like of Bell Park defensively so far? Kirch, they've conceded one goal through the first 7 minutes, but gee, they're disciplined.
They are, and that's exactly what Jimmy Saker said there. He's really put the pressure on them, and their defensive side's been fantastic.
High kick from Peters from South Barwon. Lloyd sat underneath. It was spoiled away. Front of the pack, Carmody, a handball. Mulroney slung in the tackle. Ball sits on its point after bouncing. Go through a set of legs. Lloyd over it. Was he taken high? Umpire didn't see it that way. I did. And then trying to barge his way through with the headband is Harry Cunningham, going nowhere. And we'll get a ball up. Can't miss Harry Cunningham. Left shoulder strapped, right hamstring strapped. And we'll get it hurled into the air about 30 out from goal for South.
Callett goes up. Bridgewater, though, gets it down. Cunningham, he's wrapped up straight away. Lucas putting the tackle on. And it will be a ball up. McWater's in there as well for Bell Park.
I think the most important thing was that Saker said he doesn't care if it's ugly footy. He wants ugly footy, and this is exactly what he wants, and this is what he's getting.
Ruck contest. Both ruckmen get a hand to it. Well, there's a fresh air shot from Ben Worm. And then Lockie Patton comes in to help out for Bell Park. Carmody, in fact, it was Noble who got up. He and Cunningham were putting the tackle on. So 45 out from the South Barwon goal. And have a ball up. Callett tries to thump it forward. He can't do so. Ben Worm got it away to Lucas. Gets the clearing kick out towards centre wing. If it sits, they might be away. Petering. He got the handball over the top. Had to sit and wait. The kick around the corner came from Wilson Mack. Inside forward 50. 3-on-2 though for South Barwon. Goff, Wiedemann, short little kick might be okay. The Evangelist, handball back inboard. Middleton slips over at the crucial stage. Gets it to Wiedemann on the outboard. Madigan, handball to Driver. Under pressure. Good defensive play. Worm coming the other way on centre wing for Bell Park. Sees it over the boundary line.
Birchie, down to you for A&B Australia Quality Shelving. Just an update on that rain. It just seemed to get heavy there for a moment.
Yeah, it's coming down a little bit heavier now, Kingy. You're right. So just making it a little bit tricky to handle the ball.
South Point Garden Supplies will slick up the turf as well. Boundary throw in to the front of the pack at right half forward on the outer side. A free kick is going to be paid holding the ball. Umpire Richards in game 300 pointed the wrong way, then points the other way, and Jake Peters will be the recipient. True centre wing, sends it inside forward 50. Who's his target? There's going to be a free kick for a hold, and Caldo being held onto by Benstead, according to umpire Richards. So he pays back-to-back free kicks. And it'll be Matty Caldo. This distance wouldn't trouble the skipper. Kicked the first goal of the contest, 14-minute mark of the opening term. 46 on the season for last year's joint Matheson medalist. And he'll send this one towards goal from about 53 metres out. Gets close to the man on the mark, sends it on its way. It's a real shank off the boot. In fact, it won't have the carry. And in the end, Forts had to play spoiler to get it out of bounds and a stoppage in the left forward pocket at the southern end. 2 straight 12 South Barwon. Bell Park 1-6-12. Second quarter, Morris Business Class Finance scoreboard. Asset Finance by Geelong people for Geelong people. Call 1300 for Morris.
Caldu going to do the ruck work for South Barwon. Deep forward against Ollie Bridgewater for Bell Park. Thrown in now. Caldu, Bridgewater, got a hand to it, got a second hand, then got a kick away too. Outside 50, Goff plucks the mark at half forward for South Barwon. Drive it back in to South Barwon's forward zone. He goes now with the kick. It holds up in the breeze. Patton, smallest man in the marking contest, and he took the mark in between back pocket and half back for Bell Park. That rain is a bit heavier now too.
You see the way everyone's setting up. No one wants to switch the play. No one wants to create some space. It's just kick down the line footy today. We're going to get that all day, unfortunately.
Which they have done towards centre wing on the outer side. It's Bell Park. Sarcevic. In fact, it was Oscar Riccardi who got up with the ball, so he's going to give it back to the umpire on centre wing for a ball up between Callett and Bridgewater. Callett gets it down. Or was that a high tackle? The umpire said yes. He agrees with umpire Doherty on this occasion. Maris gets it at centre wing.
16 years since Peter Riccardi played in an elimination final here against St Joseph's for Geelong West St Peters. Oscar Riccardi's out there. A high ball. Maris, right forward pocket, and to the right forward pocket, kicks out in the full.
He's a Monday to Friday kicker, Fraser Maris.
Yep. Jack Driver, handball. Goff, after drying the footy, Goff from a standing start to the wing, and he's kicked it straight to Ben Lloyd. We are legitimately watching circle work, but on one side of the ground. There's been barely any action on the attacking side of the ground. Both teams keeping it defensive. The breeze helping to push it out there. Lloyd sends it towards forward 50. Running at the footy, Eli Pearce couldn't get in front to take the mark. It's spoiled away, and at the front of the pack, we'll get a tackle laid. And at the bottom of all that, I think, is Oscar Riccardi again. It is a ball up. And we'll have it tossed into the air right at the 50-metre arc. Bell Park in attack. We're locked away at 12 apiece. South Barwon 2 straight. Bell Park 1-6 for Morris Business Class Finance.
Callett got it down, but Riccardi tracks it towards the boundary line. And there's going to be another boundary throwing 60 around from the Bell Park goal. There's a lot of kicking incursions, not a lot of handballs and run from behind, is there?
No, you're not going to get many handball receives today, or, like I said, switching the play. As much as you want to get to this top side, unfortunately, she's just going to be on the boot style footy now that this rain looks like it's set in for a while as well.
Yeah, Birchie's actually just come back for A&B Australia Quality Shelving to get the jacket. We've been offered the hot chips and gravy as well.
Got the chips.
Thank you, Dodsy.
For the ball from the ruck contest.
Look at this crowd in front of us now.
That's a perfect spot for you. It's under the little veranda.
Keep the language clean, boys.
So Peters has the free kick at half back for South Barwon. He got a holding the ball decision, so he's going to go with a right foot kick towards centre half. Ford holds up in the breeze, and Jones takes the mark in front of Fraser Ford.
You've got to come to this side,
you do,
Kirsch, because the breeze is working from the west.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, obviously, Bell Park want to go to that defensive side, which is fine when you want to defend, but South Barwon have to make and create some space to get it to the top side of the ground.
Lucas Mark gave a handball to McMahon, kick inside 50, and he's kicked it straight to Jack Driver. I'm not sure whether you're keeping intercept mark numbers for Jack Driver. How many, please?
Jack Driver himself has 6.
Short kick there is okay. Just got to Madigan in front of Lucas. But they're inside defensive 50 South and a long way from home in this arm wrestle. Madigan, a high ball to the wing. Lloyd sets himself and marks. And, well, wash, rinse, repeat right now with what's happening here. Bell Park kicks it to South Barwon. South Barwon kicks it to Bell Park. And neither the forward line shall meet. Lloyd. A high ball. He'll send it inside forward 50. Flying but not marking was Bridgewater. Slipped through his fingers. Front of the pack. Numbers there, including Tyler Pigeon. It's out of bounds and it might be out in the full. I reckon it's come off a boot. And yes, boundary umpire has paid out in the full. Quick discussion with the Moth. And the Moth just asking the question of the decision, and it will be a free kick as the rain has got heavier here. We might start charging admission to the K-Rock van. Left foot kick. Pigeon sets it up, looking for a flying, getting one from Lucas. Hamlin Hanger contender, Hamish Lucas. 25 out from goal. And the Geelong VFL Stars rolled back the right time and taken a mark on the chest. And a chance to give the Dragons an important one into the breeze.
A smart kick by the Pigeon. Just popped it up top of the square.
There it is.
In Lucas run into it.
I'm disappointed he's not wearing the 81 today, Kirsch.
Oh, I know.
Hamlin Holmes, new Bannockburn display home now open. And Hamish Lucas looking to open up a 6-point lead. Man on the mark stands 25 from goal. Needs to stout this left-hand goal post. Kicks through it, and it was touched by the man on the mark. And went through for between the two big sticks, but the man on the mark got a piece of it. But it does give Bell Park a 1-point lead. Handy point. 15 minutes into the second quarter.
Who would have thought we're talking handy points 15 minutes in?
1-7 plays 2 straight 12 on the second quarter Morris Business Class Finance scoreboard.
After yesterday, they were handy point at this time would have been perfect.
Starkey kicks it in, fought, couldn't take the mark off his hands. Madigan roved it nicely, but couldn't run the ball and couldn't keep it in the field of play. And the boundary umpire was right there, so we're going to have a boundary throw in centre wing on the outer side.
Falcons girls into the last 4. They've defeated Tassie 66-37 at Shepley Oval. Well done to Mel Hickey and her charges for Leopold Sporties.
So Callett up against Tobin, who's giving Bridgewater a rest in the Bell Park Ruck division. Callett trying to take it himself. Tobin was right next to him. It was in his back pocket. Put him to ground, and that rain. Oh, Birchie, I hope you've come and got the jacket. How are you down there? Okay for A&B quality shelving?
I'm okay. I haven't sat back down though. I'm standing up and just right near the undercover part.
No, well done. Good work. Stay safe down there. Now the ball up has gone a bit further forward for South Barwon. It's going to be ball up at half forward on the other side.
This is going to suit Bell Park.
Well, they've got a +1. Bell Park got a +1 at the moment, and South Barwon got a +2. So Bell Park have an extra number around the stoppage.
Well, they're going to have some bit more work to do here because another stoppage at left half forward. South Barwon 2 straight 12, but Bell Park 1, 7-13. We've played 17 minutes in this second term.
Tobin doing some ruck work, but Callett does his own roving. Got a handball away. There's going to be a free kick, I reckon, taken high with Doyle Madigan. Got rid of that long hair. Sends it long inside, forward 50. Fort's going to come with a run. Got his hands on it, but couldn't take the mark from forward deep. Front of the pack, Pearson. He's brought down by White. We'll get a ball up. So throw the rain and the wind and a greasy ball, and you've got a trifecta that isn't conducive to a good game of football. 1-7 playing 2 straight. It'll be absorbing, and goals will be at a premium. Any goal will probably be an Inspirations Paint goal of the day, to be honest. Handball on the up. G. Jones lucky in the end that going back and getting it was Maris, and he's brought down in a tackle and holding the ball. Gee, that's harsh. That is harsh, and the free kick will go to Middleton. Trying to make the play. Max Mawson in a push and shove there with Isaac Wareham. What did you make of that, Kirsch?
No, look, the ball come out, he was kind of stripped, so he didn't dispose of it incorrectly. It was just stripped. I thought it was tough. Like you said, it's wet. He's making the play. It just bobbled out. Probably conditions, no.
Important kick. Middleton won't have the carry. It holds up. It's off hands into the forward pocket. Broughton, who I don't think we've called this afternoon, couldn't take it. Lloyd goes off the ground. A dink, little dribbling ball. Caldu sees it out. Boundary throw in onto a very wet bike track. And all the fans that were occupying that outer side of the ground have now well and truly run for cover. And it is standing room only in the Flowers family stand. And Birchie, how are you tracking down there for South Point Garden Supplies with the weather?
Yeah, I'm okay. I've got the hood on. I'm probably getting saturated, but I feel like I'm not. But I think that breeze has dropped with this rain, and so it's really hard to, like, that kick held up then.
Yeah, that's
so,
right.
You know, it's really, really tricky, but I mean, I'm in the shelter of the stand, so it's hard to read. But out in the middle, there's probably still a little bit of breeze, but not like it was earlier.
Yeah, it's still looking to the outer side. The trees are moving with a little bit of rate of knots.
Well, Middleton was only 35 metres out then when he kicked it, and it held up. So it's interesting whether it's getting a bit swirly.
So we boundary throw in the left forward pocket for South Barwon. Ball's moved there. Caldo up against Bridgewater. Bridgewater got it down. Falls to the back of the pack. Still 35 out from goal. And big pack around at the umpire. Just lets it go. He's going to have to come in and ball it up now. And any goal will be the Inspirations Paint goal of the day this afternoon. We're just going to call it like that. Doesn't matter whether it's a dribble. Doesn't matter whether it goes straight through. It's going to be it. Ball because there's going to be one goal left in this game the way we're going. Coming out and coming forward of the footy is Callett, who takes the mark. 55 from goal for South Barwon. Drives it long towards the top of the square. Fort goes up off the back of the pack. Mahadi handballs it over the top. There's Fraser, comes at it. He slips over. Needs some support, gets some from Mulroney, got rid of the football, and the TV evangelist can't keep it in, Huggins, and it will be a boundary throw in, 50 out from the South Barwon goal.
I haven't seen the Flowers family stand packed like that for a heck of a long time. Just looking over my left shoulder and out the back of the van.
Yep.
Ball,
standing room only at the back.
Ball hurled back into play. It's going to spill to the back, chance here for White, but the tackle was really good laid by Maris. Ball spilled out. Bridgewater lost it in the tackle of Callett. Then Callett lost it as well. Noble, it's on the ball and it's a cake on the ground and it's a cake of soap. Maris dribbled it forward. Wiedemann just had a fit of the fumbles, wrong time, ball out of bounds at the interchange gates that aren't really gates, just some lines there to show you where to run through. Then we'll get it hurled back into play.
It's raining in the box. I don't know where the rain's coming from, Jace, but my book is soaking.
Oh, it's off this bloke's pom-pom in front of us here, I reckon. What's going on there? The rain's coming off that, I reckon. Boundary throw in centre wing. Who ever said get pom-pom into the commentary? There we go. It goes to the top of this. Todd White comes in. Oh, wow. Jack Sarcevic came at Todd White too. Now the ball comes back. Bridgewater. Patton. Wrapped up. Bellpark got rid of the footy. Maris kicks it off the ground. Manchester United style. Coming at it. The evangelist gets it on the up. Oh, his handball. He didn't really get it away effectively. They call for ball. It's not coming. Now it's inside the centre square. And big pack around it again. Who's going to get it free? Ben Worm does, over the top. Huggins again. Kick. As far as Jones, who got pushed off the football, two South Barwon players meet each other. Harry Cunningham was one of them. Ball spills to the back. Huggins again at half back for South Barwon. Loses the ball. Lucas had it, lost it. Goff, handball to White. He goes towards the middle of the ground. Caldu past him. Broughton comes out. Oh, good play. Can he pick it up though? He did. He got one high. The umpire said yes. Over the shoulder. South Barwon free kick to Johnny Broughton.
Harder for longer, I reckon, is going to be the saying this afternoon, Kirsch.
Absolutely it is.
Is it nearly raining and sunny at the same time?
Yes, the sun's come out and it's raining.
Bizarre.
Broughton, Steve Benstead came at Broughton, and I reckon just the contact and a bit of a slip from Broughton was enough for the umpire to say I'm paying a downfield free kick. Very Steve Benstead-like. He doesn't play like that. And the contact, well, if you choose to make that contact, then run the risk of an umpire making a decision. It was to the letter of the law there. And Lockie Noble has an opportunity to kick his second of the afternoon and give his team back the lead. 1-7-13 Bell Park. South Barwon 2 straight 12. Noble's got one of those 2 goals. A stuttering approach, kicks from 35, starts it right, works it back nicely. Good finish from Lockie Noble. He's got 2 in game 95 this afternoon.
Inspirations Paint goal of the day.
Inspirations Paint. What's your next project? 138 Torquay Road in Grovedale. South Barwon 3 straight 18. Bell Park 1-7-13. 22 and a half minutes played on the Barwon Foods time clock.
Was the only one that actually looks like not missing, to be honest, on the day that we've only had 4 goals.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Twice he has absolutely just put it through to the perfection of the breeze and doesn't look like missing. But yeah, like you said, goals are going to be a premium, but Bell Park won't be too disappointed going in at half-time only 5 points down. Gives them a little bit of an opportunity in that third quarter if it dries up a bit.
Bridgewater got it down. Mulroney though for South Barwon, got it back and to the ball towards centre half forward. Bridgewater helped out to Wareham, pushed off the football. Carmody 50 out, wrapped up, dropped the foot. He should be a free kick. He is. Good tackle, Jackson Gorman. And the Parkers defensive 50, handball away. Ben Lloyd running past, goes to the outer side centre wing. No mark taken to Lucas off the front of the pack, and Wiedemann sees petering over the line, and we will have a boundary thrown on centre wing.
Has the rain actually got just a bit lighter down there, Birchie?
Birchie's in the bar.
The sun's trying to poke through, so it's really bright, but yeah, and the rain has ebbed up. But the conditions on the surface, it's really slippery, as you can tell.
Thank you for that. A bit like on a Formula 1 track, just a little bit of rain and a bit of mixture of oil, and it just slicks up. And that's what it'll be like here. The hard surface will become very skiddy. 1-7-13, 3 straight 18. 7 goals might win this afternoon, although breezes ease slightly. It won't be easy to control the footy, and those white jumpers at Bell Park will be no good for anybody's whirlpool. Chance here for the Swans. White had his kick smothered. It bounces back towards Patton. White takes him in a tackle, brings him to ground. We'll get a ball up. No score between North Melbourne and Geelong on the
They're wearing an old Geelong footy jumper there, the Cats.
Yeah, they got the blue jumper with the 3 white hoops.
Interesting.
Here's the clash strip.
Free kick against Lockie Middleton for South Barwon. It's going to be a Bell Park free kick. It's going to come back to Jack McMahon at half back for the Parkers. So just a break in play while he had to go and fetch his own footy on centre wing. The ball had moved that far. So McMahon now. Rees has dropped with that rain. McMahon from half back to centre wing. Punched away the back of the pack by Pearce. Might come back towards him. He had some support there from Lucas. They can't pick it up though. Cake a soap style. Mulroney to Goff. And over the top of it, South Barwon with the numbers. Huggins just got a clearing kick to centre wing. Caldew couldn't take the mark. Coming in Carmody, can't take it. Ben Lloyd can for Bell Park. Gets to the pattern. He had it kicked before he actually got it. Wiedemann through the middle. He got one high. He's in a bit of trouble there. Be careful. And it was just a couple of plays. Jones came into him and put the tackle on, but Wiedemann will take it on centre wing.
Send it inside forward 50 for South Barwon. Ford setting himself, went through the hands of Mahadi. Broughton brought to ground. Really good tackle, McWaters. And we'll get a ball up about 25 out from the South Barwon goal. Ford quickly puts his hand up and says, I'll do the ruck work. Bridgewater comes in, meets him. Fort wins the tap down. Going off the ground, Broughton had a fresh airy. Mahadi was clean. A handball, though, on the bounce. Will get to McWaters and then jam it on the boot to half back. And Lux of Fortune as Pigeon marks it right half back.
Kirsch, please. Tyler Pigeon, right half back. Goes with his kick. Helicopter towards centre wing. Off the front of the pack. Or the ball falls out of Austin Shepherd's hands. Starkey. And he's not going anywhere because Jack Sarcevic put a good tackle on. And we'll have a ball up on centre wing again. So 3 straight 18 South Barwon. Bell Park 1, 7-13. We played 26 minutes in this second term. Callett gets it down for South Barwon. The ball to Patton for Bell Park. Now Charlie Sarcevic off a step. Goes towards centre wing with his kick on the outer side. Wiedemann's got some support there. Through the middle, Boris just with a torpedo punt. For distance, goes towards Fort. Got 2 on him off the side of the pack. Could be okay. It probably is. Noble handball towards...
Oh, I don't think he grabbed him.
Was that holding the man?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I thought he was paid holding the ball. The free kick's going to come back, though. And Jackson Carmody's going to take the free kick for South Barwon, who's going to shoot for goal from about 25 out on a 45-degree angle.
Yeah, that's very unlucky.
You feel a little bit unlucky there, Bell Park.
I reckon that's blew the whistle, expecting something to happen.
And it didn't.
And it didn't. A premature adjudication.
Yeah, absolutely it was. We've seen some real stinkers this weekend.
It's a Sunday afternoon, I'll tell you. It's going to be Jackson Carmody. Left forward pocket, Church Street end of the ground, comes in, gives himself a little bit of room and gets it through for one behind.
A little bit of justice.
Shank.
3-1-19 South Barwon, Bell Park. 1-7-13 Morris Business Class Finance. K-Rock second quarter scoreboard.
27.5 minutes almost played on the Barwon Foods time clock. No score between the Cats and the Kangaroos with just under 8 minutes to play in the opening term at Arden Street. We'll stay across that score for Leopold Sporties. Benny Lloyd to bring the ball back into play. Assessing his options. Now just trots out of the defensive goal square and sends it towards right half back, and that Breeze has got up again. Fisted away from the pack into the path of Tobin. He couldn't take it cleanly for the Parkers. Left half forward, a tackle is laid. Brought to ground, Madigan by Maris. And we'll get a ball up. As much as you can't see the flowing hair that was once there of Doyle Madigan, you still know whose hairstyle that is, and you can pick him up from a mile away.
Yes, well, at least he's got a style. His old man certainly hasn't.
Oh, he's got that weird-ass moustache too, which is no good. But anyway.
Hello to Shane and Naomi listening this afternoon.
Yes, the ball still in dispute. Maris through the middle. Did he get one high? Trailing umpire says pushing the back free kick. South Barwon 700 metres away and the free kick's been found. It's going to go to Kelly. Goes inside 50 with the kick. Fought from behind, punched away. Broughton to go back there with McWaters. Pushes him past the football. Johnny, did he get one high? The umpire said yes, he did. Kept his head over the ball. Don't know, Matt. Don't know. Just calling it.
I'm just saying. So he pays a push in the back from 700 metres away that was exactly the same as pushing that guy over the boundary line just then. Exactly exactly similar.
Reece McWaters, that guy.
So kick around the corner. Broughton goes towards goal.
Oh,
Has
wow.
it gone through? I think it has. Inspiration's paint goal of the day. Has to be. Johnny Broughton kicks the goal. He's first. Pom-poms are going off in front of us. It's great. 4-1-25. South Barwon, Bell Park. 1-7-13. Morris, business class finance. K-Rock second quarter scoreboard.
A real beam of bonnet about this, but...
God. You'll be fronting the umpires tomorrow, the way you're going.
Just a little bit of consistency is all we're after. Oh, what's happened here?
Oh, no. He's got a bit of drippage.
Don't know what's going on here.
I'll get you a towel, but we haven't got any.
Back in the middle. Chance here for Bridgewater, dragged off the kick. They'll come forward through Kelly, through traffic, gave it to Peters. Peters on his left, snaps it inside forward, 50. Oh, down low, Lloyd copped a high hit from a teammate, I suspect. Carmody slung in the tackle, and that's holding the ball. Good tackle by McMahon. Wins the free kick for the Dragons as we approach half-time. South Barwon leading by 12, and North Melbourne have kicked the first goal of the clash with the Cats at Arden Street. Geelong had some opportunities inside 50. Oh, McMahon's had his kick wonderfully smothered, diving across the boot by Carmody, forced a spillage, but Boris couldn't take it cleanly near the boundary line, and we'll have it thrown into play. Can't be too far away from half-time. 30 minutes ticked over. We've only had the 3 goals. Plenty of stoppages, but the ball will be hurled back into play at left half forward. Tidy up for Kirsch as the rain drips into the van.
Drips? That was...
Just came from nowhere.
How do you reckon the wind's going in Warrnambool? Or in Koroit? Warrnambool 62 at quarter time, at half time. They're 62. Taranga 37. That was 0.
So Cunnington's only on target for 12, really, isn't it?
That's right. That's half time as the ball was in the middle of West Oval, and we'll go to the main break with South Barwon leading by 12, 4-1-25. Bell Park 1-7-13, and we're at half time. That second quarter for K-Rock's Morris Business Class Finance scoreboard. Asset financed by Geelong people for Geelong people. Call 1300 for Morris. And half time now for Blackman's Brewery, the ultimate halftime beer made in Geelong. Try a Pivot City Lager or a Mervyn Pale Ale. Those Pivot City Lagers are absolutely astonishing. Try one when you get the opportunity, as we'll head down to Birchie, down boundary side for A&B Australia Quality Shelving.
I'm running the laps you get when you're late for training.
I'm doing this lap so you can get to training safely.
Because late is always better than never.
Being late isn't the end of the world.
For causing a road crash by going even a little bit over the limit, could be.
This lap so you can all get the footy and back safe.
This lap?
This lap.
This lap.
This lap is so you can show up for your team and slow down on the road.
There's literally no reason for you to speed.
So this lap, so you don't have to rush.
Hang on. Why am I running laps? I'm retired.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
I'm running the laps you get when you're late for training.
I'm doing this lap so you can get to training safely.
Because late is always better than never.
Being late isn't the end of the world.
For causing a road crash by going even a little bit over the limit, could be.
This lap so you can all get footy and back safe.
This lap?
This lap.
This lap.
This lap is so you can show up for your team and slow down on the road.
There is literally no reason for you to speed.
So this lap, so you don't have to rush.
Hang on. Why am I running laps? I'm retired.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Geelong brewed and always delicious. It's the ultimate halftime beer. Blackman's Brewery, an Australian champion brewery. Beer for everyone. Settle into your favourite at a Blackman's bar in Torquay, Grovedale and Ocean Grove.
Update your home with a new floor from Harvey Norman. Great deals on versatile hybrid flooring, including beautiful Australian timber, pine and oak designs from just $45 per square metre. Luxurious oak natural timber flooring from only $85 per square metre. Or family-friendly carpets. Soft, quiet and warm underfoot. Great value from just $17 per square metre. From measure and quote to expert installation in your home. Come on in and see the specialists at Harvey Norman. Your locally owned and operated Harvey Norman, Corio and Warn Ponds.
Like footy players, not all shelving is equal. Some buckle under pressure, some are a bit crooked. But we're Geelong. We're tough. We're A&B Australia, the Geelong Shelving Store. Whatever size or weight capacity you need, choose the winning team for high-quality, tailor-made shelving units. A&B Australia is the ultimate destination for your garage, office, warehouse or factory storage. See the showroom and talk to an expert. 47 Morgan Street, North Geelong. ANBAustralia.net.
If your lounge room has been niggling at you, your bedroom's fighting for attention, or your deck is calling your name, then you might need to plan a paint project. And when you do, the team at your local Inspirations Paint store can't wait to get stuck into it with you. They're the Dulux approved specialists, and they've got all the paint, accessories and expert advice to make your next project awesome. Inspirations Paint. What's your next project?
Inspirations Paint, Grovedale, 138 Torquay Road.
Thanks to our #1 ticket holder, ABCO. Fueled by ABCO Cafe 24/7.
The poor president of Lara Football Netball Club, Chris Spence, came over just for a quick chat, and I just wanted to know where his recruits were because St Albans are announcing some, and I think they were 3 days behind or 4 days behind with their coaching announcement. I said, you've got 3 days. I want to see some recruits. St Albans have announced Jed Warren, ex-St Joseph's, and Matt Kasparian, ex-Mottawarri, among their recruits today. You would have seen those on social media. And if you've just joined us on CarraFootball.live, we just told you before the break that Gary Rowan's taken to social media, Instagram in fact, not the KFCX, but we've shared it on the KFCX, that he's got a fractured skull from a collision in yesterday's VFL semi-final loss to Southport. So injury update there for St John of God. Both teams are back out in the ground, and Kirsch, you're keeping an eye on the White Cross Healthcare head-to-head. The impact of the two Geelong VFL listed players, Todd White and Hamish Lucas. White played 9 games and kicked 1 goal, and Hamish Lucas, I think, also played 9 games and kicked a goal for the Cats this year.
Yes, as just mentioned before the break, both of them sort of got into the game and then the conditions changed somewhat for them. And with Hamish Lucas, who's sort of playing a little bit more of an inside role today, so with Bell Park, and Todd White, he obviously can play a variety of roles. He's gone a little bit inside as well. So Todd White has the 5 kicks, 3 handballs, so the 8 possessions till half-time and the 1 clearance. And Hamish Lucas has the 8 kicks, 4 handballs, so the 12 possessions, 3 clearances, 3 inside forward 50. So Hamish Lucas, when he gets a ball, geez, he looks classy when he gets a ball. And Todd White's just that real, that tough run and carry style player. So both will look to, influence the game in the second half, particularly the way now that the game has to change. They would have got some fresh instructions at half time, and away they go. They can reset and see if Bell Park can get themselves back into this game with Hamish Lucas' assistance. Thank you for that, Kirsch. Head-to-head, White Cross Healthcare, scooters, walkers, but much more. Trusted advice, best solutions. Kangaroos 9 lead Geelong 1, and are inside forward 50, the home team at Arden Street. Scores for Leopold Sporties. And White Cross Healthcare, supporters of K-Rock Football, locally owned and operated for 25 years. Talk to a White Cross expert about solutions personally tailored to your needs. Huge showroom at 143 Fine Street in South Geelong with plenty of on-site parking. Birchie, just when you get the opportunity, just have a look at how many are on the South Barn bench. I only saw 3 come to the bench. There might already been 1 there, but not sure if I don't think there's an injury issue. We haven't reported anything for St John of God, so just keep us across any issues that might arise in this second half. Still seeing 4 on the bench.
Yep. Jonty, he's Broughton standing up. I think there's 3 sitting down.
Yep.
I'll just clarify that I'll get an update for you.
Appreciate that. Thank you for that, Birchie.
I nearly got flattened again because yesterday they were using the far end change rooms and then the ones closest to you, but today they're using the ones in the middle, so it's catching me out.
Third quarter, thanks to Barwon Timber. Barwon Timber build better. Here's Jace.
Bridgewater gets it down in the middle for Bell Park. Mulroney runs past it. Ball, Wilson Mack's kick was smothered, but goes to Lucas. Kick inside forward 50. Tumbles the punt. Goff to lead Sarcevic to get there as well. You get one high. The umpire was right there. Moth, no. Said no.
Kingy, it was Jake Peters who's just run past me. He was getting his left shoulder strapped up, so I just need a bit more time in there.
Yeah, I thought I'd only saw 3 come to the bench.
Very good by you.
Yeah, no, all good.
Not much gets past our
No.
I thought Jake actually slept with that on, that shoulder. He's had that for 15 years, Jake Peters. He never comes off his left. So boundary throw in, 40 out from the Bell Park goal. Callett got it down. Comes back towards Kelly. His handball towards Cunningham was chopped off though by Worm. Tackle coming on, and 43 Bell Park players calling for ball, and the umpire said, give it to me.
Even the 2s that are here after losing. Ball into the air, tapped down by Callett for South Barwon. Jammed on the boot by Wilson Mack. Rolls to about 25 out from goal. Attacked by Wiedemann for the Swans. Jams it towards the outer wing. A rolling ball. Foot race. Noble will lead it. They'll bounce away from him and Gorman, but Noble came again. Looped it over the top. White didn't take possession. Knocked it into the path of Carmody. Carmody a handball. Driver 55 from goal. Shank, not surprising. Rolls through the legs of Mawson. Caldu around the corner. Rolling ball will bobble through for a behind, even if it had been on target for a goal. Charlie Sarcevic was back there playing goalkeeper, but the margin is 13. They double their score. South Barwon 4-2-26. Bell Park 1-7-13. A minute and a half played on the third quarter. K-Rock Barwon Timber scoreboard. Barwon Timber build better.
So Isaac Wareham kicking in duties this time for Bell Park. Likes to go to the outer side. Go figure. Goes long towards centre wing, and Bridgewater takes a good mark. Only one to really fly for it, and he gives it away by hand. They go towards half forward with the kick. It's over the head of a number of them who get. Pearson got back there first for Bell Park. Starkey dropped the footy in the tackle. Umpire said play on. Wiedemann goes through. Pearson puts the tackle on him. And 50 out from the Bell Park goal. We're going to have a ball up.
It's an interesting point you made because the kick in, no one fanned to the top attacking side. Now, they want to attack Bell Park, but they still were happy to kick to the defensive side of the ground.
From the ball up, Patton lost it in the tackle. Just been an almost day for Lockie Patton. His brother, I must say, got very excited about Leopold's performance yesterday with some of the social media that I had sent to me getting up and about. And he might have had some interesting commentary about Luke Justin on his left boot from that left forward pocket about that probably not being the ideal situation.
Unlike Mitch to be vocal.
Yeah. Tap down Bridgewater as he got high. Won the tap down for Bell Park. Mulroney picked up the loose footy. Mac forced the spillage. A handball by Worm wasn't ideal. White took it and then Tobin took him in a tackle. Umpire said, give it to me. Ball it up left forward pocket. Need a goal, the Dragons. They trail by 13 in what's going to be a low-scoring affair. They need to get moving.
So ball up in their forward pocket. Tobin goes up, tries to bring it down towards Petering. He's not going anywhere. South Barwon with multiples behind the ball there. And it will be a ball up again. Callett. Well, Tobin tried to kick it out of mid-air in the ruck contest. He didn't get anywhere near it. Patton, fresh air shot. Goff wraps him up. The umpire's going to ping him here. He certainly is. And Rowan Goff's going to take the free kick for South Barwon. Lockie can't believe it. Now he gives it back. So in between 25 from Bell Park's goal. Goff to the outer side with the kick. Long kick. And fought in the middle of the pack, falls to the front of the pack. Carmody, handball to Madigan, handball back, standing start Todd White, kicks out into the backyard again. It's out of bounds on the full. Another one for you, Kirsch.
Up to 8.
Free kick on the outer side for Bell Park.
Kirsch Hire, 100% locally owned and operated. Those out of bounds stats all season long. Gorman with it, back of the wing, will drive it long into the left forward pocket. Big pack, spoiled driver, front of the pack. Madigan jams it on the boot for the Swans. Back to the middle of West Oval, and Benstead, judging it best, takes it for the Dragons. The veteran Steve Benstead playing this afternoon, game 137 after coming in from Drysdale. He's been a star. A long ball towards left half forward. Front of the pack, Bridgewater just couldn't hang on to it. Fort was clean. Handball. Madigan under pressure, got it away. And leaving it behind was White, diving in Bridgewater. And he'll be dived upon. And the umpire, quick with the whistle, says, I'll put it into the air at the 50-metre arc at left half forward. 26-13. It's South Barwon over Bell Park on the Barwon Timber. Third quarter scoreboard. Barwon Timber, build better.
Callett got it down a couple of times. Lucas couldn't take it for Bell Park. He can now. He's wrapped up. And the umpire says play. Oh, now he's pinged him for holding the ball. So gave him one or two types. Ethan Boris tries to pick him up as well, his VFL teammate. He plays on now. From half back goes lateral towards Stark. He can't mark it, but he's going to have to sit if he can pick it up. He can't. He taps it back towards Austin Shepherd, and I might be happy to see it over. Pearson can't keep it in. And right in front of the best seats in the house, thanks to Rapco Cafe 24/7. Hot chips, only $4. We're going to get a boundary throw-in.
26-13. 5 3/4 minutes almost played on the Barwon Foods time clock. Sells the freshest fish direct to you, Donga Road in North Geelong, chosen by all the best restaurants in town. Try their freshly shucked oysters. Counter sales. It's hacked out of there by Bridgewater. He got good purchase too. Sent inside 50. Petering couldn't get near it. Tobin a juggle. Little pick up by Mac wasn't effective. And then he tried to pull it in. He did pull it in. Then tried to get a handball out. Heads coming in both directions. Maris, one of those. Ball spills out. Maris, left foot kick, wants forward. Spoil from behind. Mahadi too high. And then coming through, Hamish Lucas wanted to put somebody on advantage. Is paid, and Cunningham from a standing start just had to jam it on the boot. Caldew had it spoiled by Benstead. White knocked it forward for South. Caldew was clean, but a little bit too hot for Middleton. Oh, Lucas!
Oh, wow.
The old-fashioned coat hanger from Cunningham.
Darkratch.
Cunningham arguing that Lucas
ducked his head. I don't
think of him.
Put the arm up.
Didn't have time to duck his head.
And he sends a kick to half forward, and it's marked by Wareham. Edge of the centre square. Isaac Wareham's got it. Lead presented by Wilson Mack. He's 65 from home, so he sits it up to the pocket. Sarsavicki's target. Spoil came. Paddy Kelly doing some good defensive work and sending it to the line and out of bounds in the left forward pocket. You don't see much better coat hangers than what was just copped there by Hamish Lucas from Harry Cunningham.
Interesting straight off as well, and that's only 6.5 minutes into his rotation, so whether he's okay or whether that's just his time.
So boundary throw in, Bell Park into attack, left forward pocket. Callett from behind trying to get it towards the Evangelist. He couldn't take it with him. Callett follows up, handball over the top. Chris Hughes tried to get it out, only as far as Sarcevic though. Left foot kick. Oh, misses. It wasn't too bad either from Jack. 1 goal, 3, his personal tally this afternoon. 1-8-14 Bell Park. South Barwon 4-2-26.
Similar score to what their reserves kicked.
Yes.
That was Charlie who kicked
Was that Charlie?
Yeah,
Was it?
it was,
Sorry, my
yes.
apologies. Barwon Timber, K-Rock. Third quarter scoreboard. We'll give it to Charlie instead.
Yep.
So Starkey runs out of his defensive goal square and drives a beautiful ball to Callett, who marks it right half back, turns and kicks quickly, sends it forward, but not a great kick, and back with the flight. Lloyd, judging it best, takes it on the mark for the Dragons. He can go laterally to McMahon. He decides to ignore that, but that would be the way to attack, wouldn't it? I would have thought. And Lloyd just mungs it off the boot. It's going to work out okay, although Petering dropped a chest mark, and then as soon as he took the footy, he was taken in a tackle and the ball spilled out. Cunningham was being held and he won the free kick. Just don't know why they didn't switch to McMahon and then look to attack this side. Short kick. Hughes on the juggle took a nice mark as the wind gets up again. He turns, kicks quickly. Caldu, Benstead coming across defensive spoil. Lloyd, front of the pack. Here's McMahon sending a kick to the wing. Nobody there though. Ball sits up okay. Chance here for Starkey to send it back from whence it came.
Starkey goes short. Milton stood in the tackle. He couldn't take it. Needs some support. Pearce for Bell Park. It's on centre wing. Short little kick. Huggins against Sarcevic. Gives it on the outside. But Riccardi, 55 from goal. It has to slide through for Oscar. Which way is it going to be? Oh, right on the line. Great play, Jack Driver. And he went over the line with the ball, nearly in hand, and through for one behind to Bell Park. They go to 1-9-15, South Barwon 4-2-26. And that is on the Barwon Timber K-Rock third quarter scoreboard.
Something pleasing about a Riccardi on the burst though, isn't there?
Absolutely there is. Just needed the mullet, big curly mullet flowing.
Very aesthetic. Peters wants to bring it broadcast side, and that's what he does now. Rowan Goffey's target, and Wilson Mack stood under it though, front position, took the mark. He's a long way from home though. Intensity just gone up slightly. Mack, 60 from goal, sets it up to the goal square. What's he got? It spoiled away from the defence by Driver. Front of the pack, White had a fumble. Maris wrapped him up without the footy potentially. Maris came again. Handball, Pearce, Mack. That's very unrealistic, that attempt to snap a goal, and he's put it over the fence and well marked on the chest by the gentleman in the red hoodie. And it'll be a free kick to the Swans in the left back pocket, and Boris will take it. Just, they're making their move, the Dragons, but they've got to convert and kick goals and try and have a lead at three-quarter time.
It's a great mark, and then he hit Ethan Boris up.
Can we get him on the ground? Perfect. The Boris short to Middleton, inside defensive 50 for the Swans. Long towards Callett. Bridgewater, big punch away over the boundary line. Defensively, we'll have a boundary throw in centre wing.
You're right, they are making their move, but they're not potent up forward. They just haven't got that ground crew that can kick goals. They're aerially not strong. If Jack Sarcevic ain't kicking them, then where are the goals coming from? That's what you feel at the moment.
Ball from the ruck contest to the side. Cunningham. Maris puts him to the ground. The umpire will come in and ball it up. They need to do something completely different, I reckon, Kirsch. Like put Steve Benstead there or something.
Well, he's the only one. He's the best marker in the league, just about, isn't he? So, look, you know,
Rob Peter to pay Paul, but you've got to win it.
Well, the other end's only the first quarter 4 inside forward 50s. The second quarter only 3. This quarter only 2. So the ball's not going in the back half or their back half a lot.
Ball in dispute. Caldo got it out. It might come now because Fort comes across half forward, kicks it inside 50. No mark taken. Diving effort from Bell Park. They go across half back. Wiedemann chops it off for South Barwon. Up the chimney with the kick. Cunningham there. Benstead through the middle. He's not getting through that. 3 South Barwon players. And we'll have the ball up. 40 out from the Swans goal. So 4-2-26 the Swans. Bell Park 1-9-15. We played 11.5 in this third term. On to the Barwon Foods time clock.
There's going to be a free kick in the ruck contest. Going which way? It's going to Fraser Ford, who just walks back with some sort of authority as if to say, well, no, it's my free kick. And I'm going to have a shot at goal, although into this breeze might be challenging for the veteran. He sees the man on the mark standing about 45 from goal. Ben Worm, I don't think enamoured with the decision that came.
Wasn't impressed, was he?
And Fort will kick from right on 50. A driving kick. He's pulled it to the left and going for distance. And it's through for a minor score. And the margin is back to 12. As it was at half-time, 4-3-27 South Barwon, Bell Park 1-9-15, 12 minutes played in this third quarter. Barwon Timber third quarter. Built better with Barwon Timber, Fellmongers Road in Breakwater. Check out barwontimber.com.au.
Ben Lloyd, the footy at fullback for the Dragons. Plays on. Goes to the outer side. Long kick. Bridgewater goes up off his hands. Front of the pack, Middleton. Oh, tried to break 3 tackles. That's holding the ball. And free kick to the Parkers on the outer side. And I want to move it quickly. Fraser Maris put that tackle on. But he's held up well by the Swans. Now he's called to play on. Centre wing. Goes to half forward. Very close to the boundary line. Off hands. And they're pretty happy, the Swans, in defence there to see it over. And it will be over, and we're just, Goff just taking a while to get up. He was about 4th in line in that marking contest, and he's gone down on his haunches again too, so just keep an eye on that for St John of God. And he might have just got the breath taken out of him, I think. A bit winded there. He weighs about 23 kilos, so...
No medical staff have gone to him.
No, he's okay. Getting back there, boundary thrown at half forward for Bell Park.
Tap down from behind, Callett. Madigan sliding in on his knees, couldn't pick up the footy and get back to his feet. Head over at Bridgewater. Chance now for Peters. Has kick partially smothered. Mulroney, it's a cake of soap. Callett lost it in the tackle. Charlie Southwick couldn't take it. Madigan trying hard, knocked it away towards Lloyd though. Lloyd made a tackle, ball spilled out. It's happening at centre half forward here. Tobin tried to go off the ground. Cunningham's finally picked it up. It's a rolling maul right now. I'm just waiting for David Campese sort of emerge out of the pack with Tim Horan and Elton Flatley.
Elton Flatley, stop it.
And we'll get it. I couldn't tell you who one person in our place for the Wallabies. Once upon a time, I could tell you 1 to 15.
Exactly. Ball from the ruck contest, still in the middle of the ground. Callett and Fort put on a tackle together.
Always like to bring up Willie off a Hingawe.
I always use that, David Nusafora. I love that. Ball up in the middle. Getting it down Bridgewater. You can see the game's fantastic. Middleton goes towards the middle of the ground with the kick. Oh, Carmody on the outside. Went left, went back, right, back inside. Kicks back towards Fraser. Can he take the mark? No. Big punch away by Mahadi. Goes to the outer side with the punch. The 2 number 7s, Hughes and Lucas, go at it. Lucas wins it. Got tackled high. Made sure the umpy saw it too. And in fact, is he going to pay for the free kick? He's not. It's out of bounds.
The Bell Park trainer just ran out and put Ben Lloyd's dislocated finger back in too.
Nice.
Tasty.
Boundary throw in, out of side.
Especially on a day like today.
Yeah. Gee, it wouldn't be too chilly, would it, on the finger?
Oh, ball back into play. St John got injury updates. We put you first. My Street, Geelong. Maris spun out of the pack, gave a handball to McMahon. He had his handball deflected, though, into the path of White. And White kicks out of bounds. Boundary throw in right forward pocket at the northern end of the ground. They're not in their droves, but there were some people that were occupying the old grass hill there in the northeast corner, but that's been vacated. A few hardy types from the Bell Park reserves are standing on the outer wing. We'll have it hurled back into play. Just some players missing. Kobe George amongst them, and Uriah Hollard as well for the Dragons. And as we touched on with Brett Campili earlier, Jake Nyhill with that shoulder reconstruction. We're going to get a ball up in the right forward pocket. Umpire Brown puts it into the air. South Barwon in attack. Bridgewater went over the top. There had to be a free kick for either a Shepherd or a push in the back. Either way, it wasn't paid. Little flick out of the pack worm. That's almost a throw. And a kick around the corner by Maris lands on the chest of Tobin, fortuitously playing in front at left half back.
So Tobin gives the handball away. Running from behind was Wareham. Goff goes up, recovered nicely from that hit before, and has taken the mark at half back. You breathing, Kirsch? You still with us?
Oh, I am. I'm
just making sure.
I'm still bemused. They're happy to play the defensive side and not even look to come this side.
No, ball back towards half forward. Off a step, Tobin again, back to whence it came, and it's kick to kick. Yeah, Rowan Goff and Will Tobin have decided to have a kick in the backyard, and they're kicking into each other, and Goff has taken the mark again. On the outer side, centre wing.
But this is just playing in South Barwon's hand. It's actually setting up South Barwon's last quarter.
Goff drives it, towards right half forward and stretching and marking. Bridgewater has got it at left half back.
Kicks it to Rowan Golf, I'm going home.
Yeah, but there's no one spreading. There's no one like trying to get to this outer side. It's just I'm going to kick it back down the line and I'll kick it to a contest and I'll kick it back to South Barwon.
And he sends it long now where his Goffel driver was there. The spoil came from Eli Pearce at the front of the pack trying to knock it to advantages. Wareham pushed it into the path of Jack Sarcevic. He lost it in the tackle. Wareham just couldn't pick up the loose footy. And it's out of bounds in the full, in fact, off a Bell Park boot. And the free kick will be taken for the Swans. Back there by Wiedemann.
You're going to need the lights on, I reckon.
Yeah, well, once again, the brightest thing here is the scoreboard because it's got dark again. The sun threatened to come out. Wiedemann on his left sends it towards just back of the wing. Caldo crashed the pack. Lloyd went flying. Umpire said play on. Jammed on the boot by Bridgewater towards left half 40. He's Goff again. He didn't deliberately kick it to him this time, so he can stay, Jace. Good. Wiedemann, quick kick, out of bounds on the full. And this is a game that is not reaching any great heights, unfortunately, for an elimination final. Conditions have conspired against it. Well, there must have been a free kick paid because South Barwon went forward, and now they're going to attack this side.
Hello, what's happened here?
Kick of Mick Waters to Mahadi. Wants Pearson. 2-on-1. Pearson got rid of driver. And a free kick's paid, and the Bell Park fans are up and about in the Flowers family stand. South Barwon have gone forward. Noble's kick around the corner, marked at the top of the 50-metre arc by Caldu. Handball on the up to Mulroney. Mulroney, a long ball. There's a bit going on off the footy. McWaters and Ford fighting their own private battle as that ball goes through for a behind to the left, a minor score. And the margin is an equal game high, 13 points. There's a bit going on. 4-4-28 South Barwon. Bell Park 1-9-15. 18.5 minutes played on the Barwon Foods third quarter time clock. Good crowd here despite the conditions and making plenty of noise.
Ben Lloyd comes attacking side. Goes towards Wilson Mack, who goes up, can't take the mark off the back. Hughes gets the ball, left foot kick inside. Ford 50, Fort pushed past it by Lloyd. Broughton comes in, Lloyd over the top of it. Broughton high, umpire's found it. And it will be a free kick.
So the times they do decide to come to the attacking side, the players have set up on the outer side. There was +6 Bell Park players on the outer side. They were outnumbered on this side because they weren't ready for the play to come this side. Not being very predictable with their game style.
So Johnny Broughton in the hands of the trainers, who is actually Matty Hanrahan from Bell Park. So just helping out down there, Matty. Johnny's got the ball and will shoot for goal in the left forward pocket, northern end of the ground, about 30 out. He's going to go on the J curve. He comes out, right foot kick, and he has pushed it across the face of goal. And easy mark in the end for Bridgewater, the last line of defence for Bell Park, and he's going to go down the line. High kick towards half back on the outer side. No mark taken by Pearce. Falls to the back. Goff gives it away to Starkey. He gives the handball towards, well, back to Jake Peters. Off a step, lights on it to West Oval as well. Foot in the middle, takes the mark. Fraser. And will shoot for goal from just on 50, directly in front.
We haven't had a goal in this quarter, have we?
No.
No, we have not.
No.
We're going to have a short quarter then.
Three behinds to 2.
We are owed some time by the GFL.
Yeah, give us a couple of time, a couple of minutes back. So Fraser Fort.
Oh, no, you're not, because you disappeared.
No, I did early. Yes, I left you in the lurch. Sorry. Fort comes in, right foot kicks. Oh, wow, well, he's put that into the arena. So that's
the arena.
The arena. That's gone that far to the east of the ground. Out of bounds on the full.
I said before we won't break the record of 16, but we're up to 11. There's every chance we're going to break the record.
Well. And we've got a quarter and a bit to go. So we are tracking okay at the moment. How many goals has Ben Cunnington kicked?
Yeah,
because that's actually probably...
Oh, yeah, that'd be three-quarter time, just about.
Lockie Patton, left back pocket.
10, I'm saying.
A high ball to half back, Mahadi and Bridgewater. Bridgewater played spoiler ball at ground level. Jammed on the boot by Starkey, but the kick was smothered at the 50-metre arc. It goes underneath the pack. Maris is there. We'll get a ball up. How many for B. Cunnington?
No, just 6.
Ooh. And who's leading that first? I'm guessing first semi-final.
It is Warrnambool 76, Terang Mortlake 45.
Okay, so 29-point lead there for the Blues. Kelly might have got one high. Umpire didn't see it that way. Handball around the corner towards Patton, who tried to get it back from whence it came. Might have been Gorman. Now quick kick around the corner. Maris on his left boot towards half forward. and that rain has got heavier. Huggins might be ideal for the Bell Park, although that kick of Huggins not great. Bridgewater on his chest, right what he would normally take in the dry. Probably wouldn't have taken it on his chest in the dry, to be honest. Handball out of the pack, clearing kick. Involved with Tyler Pigeon, now to half forward. And Huggins back with the flight. Is that a mark? No, not paid.
Oh, wow.
Umpire says give it to me, I'll ball it up. And Birchie, for A&B Australia Quality Shelving and South Point Garden Supplies, you are getting saturated, I suspect.
Yeah, the drips are running off my little visor here. It is the heaviest it's been all day. Breeze has dropped. Leopold Sporty's ideas, anyone?
The TV evangelist, I think, at the moment.
Absolutely.
He's going well.
That's
Yes.
right. I was chatting to a South Barwon player down here, one of your favourites, Kingy, and I asked about the breeze and, you know, the frustrations of South Barwon not attacking from this side and what we're seeing from Bell Park. Must be the new age coaches. They don't care about the conditions so much. Just play your game style.
Yeah, right. Well, it's working well so far. 1-9 for Bell Park, 4-4 for South Barwon, but rain is tumbling here at West Oval. This is going to be a rugby scrum for the last half. It's just pick it up and kick it under 10 style. They do now. South Barwon goes towards Broughton. Mahadi gets across their forward as well, and the breeze takes it over the boundary line again, and that ball wouldn't want to go over the fence but not into a backyard, because nobody is going to pick up that football on the outer side. There is nobody out there at the moment.
And the Flowers family stand.
There's one person standing there.
Probably an AFL Barwon plan to make sure that
What is he doing?
Well, ball rescuer.
Wow,
Ball rescuer.
Grabbed out of the ruck by Bridgewater, jams it on the boot, rolls it towards Sarcevic, fisted away by Wiedemann, and not taking it cleanly when he could have was, I think, Oscar Riccardi, and they missed an opportunity there. Tobin, though, just hacks it off the ground, tries to buy some space, but it can't. Boris was there. Patton outside of the left boot, just a kick for territory. It'll stay in the field of play, but Goff will take it on the bounce for South Barwon, goes across the face of his defensive goal, and is taken on the chest by Peters. I reckon Goff would actually be Leopold Sporty's sort of contention. And then a driving ball, Peters to the wing, Benstead back with the fly. That's a really good mark in these conditions as the lights start to take effect, although that's a poor kick. Boris on the juggle has taken the mark. Pixel Sports Media style.
Birchie, we're not having Goffy. He has it all the time. He's a hungus.
True.
He's a hungus. Todd White takes the mark at half-back. Switches the ball short to Boris. He's still in the middle of the ground. Oh, Jason will be taking lots of photos there. Quick, tuck it, snap. Goes with a right foot kick out wide. Carmody takes the mark on centre wing. And he shorts the ball towards Hughes. He can't take the mark. Patton gets back there for Bell Park. And Hughes comes back in. Second effort for South Barwon at left half forward. Northern end of the ground. He's wrapped up. And Fraser Maris and Doyle Madigan just making acquaintances with each other there.
That's in trouble against North Melbourne at half-time for Leopold Sporties, 4-4-28, trailing 1-4-10 Geelong by 18 points.
Madigan gets it from the ruck contest, comes off Johnny Broughton's foot, goes back to Hughes. Left forward pocket kick was smothered by Mahadi. And out of bounds in the left forward pocket for South Barwon. It's 24.5 played in this third term. South Barwon at 4-4-28. Bell Park 1-9-15. Barwon Timber K-Rock third quarter scoreboard.
Get the Timber, get the know-how with Barwon Timber. Building better. Experts ready to assist you. They are building's best mate. Held into play left forward pocket. Bridgewater, whose white jumper is now more a shade of grey in these conditions.
Umpy's over. Perfect.
Umpire Brown's gone down. He's back to his feet. Got the shortstops in. Probably needs the screw-ins and not the moulds. He'll put it into the air now. Bridgewater, tap down. Broughton trying to charge his way through, left the footy behind. He might get a free kick though. I reckon he's being held. He played it well.
Hate it.
And far from impressed with the decision, I reckon, is Lockie Patton. Frustration building for the Dragons captain. He punches the ground in disgust. Be careful, because they can get you for dissent for that stuff these days. And Jonty Broughton with a shot at goal that will make the margin 19 and probably irretrievable. As there's a South Barwon player just stretching out, whether it's a cramp or similar. It's Jackson Carmody. Just keep an eye on him, Birchie, please, if you don't mind, for St John of God. Broughton, we're right behind this. He'll kick from just inside 50. Starts at left. Can he fade it back late? He can. Inspiration's paint goal of the afternoon. Johnny Broughton, who kicked 5 in their meeting in round 16 after returning from the reserves, has kicked 2 this afternoon. He's the second multiple goal kicker for the Swans, joining Lockie Noble and make the margin a game high 19 points. 5-4-34. Bell Park 1-9-15 third quarter. K-Rock, Barwon, Timber scoreboard. Barwon Timber build better in the experts chair for the Sporting Globe. Here's Matty Kershaw.
They probably were disappointed, Bell Park, because they wouldn't be used to it. They're the number one team in the competition for freeze 4. They are plus 64 free kicks up on the second place, South Barwon.
In the middle, Bridgewater gets it down. Stats thanks to Kerrs High this afternoon. Off half-back Starkey gets wrapped up straight away. Umpire says no. I'm going to have it. And just inside the centre square at centre wing on the outer side. Going to have the ball up. Callett up against Bridgewater. He's coming from a long way back. He goes up and gets it down towards Maris. Lockie Patton's handball was all right. They get it inside 50. Huggins is there over the back. Ball spills, handball was okay to Starkey's kick though was smothered. Bell Park might be able to bring it back the other way. Can they? They get the handball close to the boundary line. They work it around the boundary line as well. Now the kick comes in from... Oh my God, Inspiration's paint goal of the afternoon. That was an amazing kick from the left forward pocket, Luke Justin style, but this time it went through. And just trying to see who it is. He's coming towards the boundary. That was an amazing kick, and Bell Park from nowhere.
It's Pigeon.
And it's good. Thank you. I was waiting for it. Usually wears 81, wears 16, and he kicks the goal, Tyler Pigeon.
A lot lighter, see? He's got more
from nowhere.
Move.
Quick reply, 2-9-21, Bell Park, South Barwon 5-4-34. Barwon Timber, K-Rock, third quarter scoreboard.
Just hovering around that one.
Oh, nice. Very good. Back to the middle. They get it free. Hughes got the handball to Madigan for South Barwon. Right foot kick. Open space at half forward. Fort comes out, slides into it. Did he get the boost from Bell Park there? Wow, gee whiz. Back towards centre wing. Goff gets it to the 40. He's getting the boost. He goes back towards, that'll really get him grumpy. Cunningham goes from 55, holding the ball, Bell Park. They're on the march here a little bit. They need to be quick. 28 played, third term. They've got a free kick at half back.
There can't be much time left. We've only had the 2 goals kicked and we're at the 28.5-minute mark. Sarcevic, Charlie with it. Left back pocket, driving ball towards the outer wing. It's off hands, Bridgewater. Mack at the back of the pack ran out of room. And I was a poet, I didn't even know it. And we'll get it thrown back into play.
Fraser Fort getting the booze, that's funny.
Yes,
bringing a bit of the AFL to the local footy.
Nice.
Not something that we're accustomed to. But you do you, Bell Park fans. Boundary throw in. Tap down by Callett. Front of the pack, Madigan bursting his way through, taking it was Worm, outside of the right boot, Petering just couldn't hang on to the ball. Huggins cleaned up, handball, Boris under pressure, handball release, Madigan turned it over, chance here for the Dragons, jamming it on the left boot, Wilson Mack hit the post. He kept it low, under the outstretched arms of the defender, but it rolled into the goalpost, and the margin is 12. Can they find one just late here to give us a real big final quarter? 34-22, 2-10 Bell Park on the Barwon Timber K-Rock scoreboard.
Austin Shepherd kicks it in as far as he can. It's a good kick for distance too. Oh, over the back, Callett didn't fly, just stood there, read it the better and took the mark at half back. So the big ruckman. And he goes with a kick towards centre wing. Caldu goes up, can't take the mark. And pack develops around him. The umpire will come in, ball it up. Right on centre wing on the outer side. It's 5-4-34 playing 2-10-22. Ball up Bridgewater, getting it down Callett. Charlie Sarcevic gets a kick backwards nearly in the end, and that's a great mark from Carmody, who took the mark for South Barwon at centre half forward. Wants to play on quickly, goes to the pocket with the kick. Fort got to sit, can't quite take the mark. Lockie Patton's handball underneath. Harry Cunningham tracks it back, outside 50, gives it to Middleton, off a step, back inside 50 for the Swans. And siren sounds just in time for the Bell Park defence. It's three-quarter time, and it's the Swans 5-4-34. They lead Bell Park 2-10-22.
In far from ideal conditions, even photographers getting absolutely drenched. Jason Boris from Pixel Sports Media. The old Silver Fox is just starting to cop a little bit in the hair area. 5-4.
I'm running the laps you get when you're late for training.
I'm doing this lap so you can get to training safely.
Because late is always better than never.
Being late isn't the end of the world.
For causing a road crash by going even a little bit over the limit? Could be.
This lap so you can all get footy and back safe.
This lap?
This lap.
This lap.
This lap is so you can show up for your team and slow down on the road.
There is literally no reason for you to speed.
So this lap, so you don't have to rush.
Hang on. Why am I running laps? I'm retired.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
They've just got to hit the scoreboard. They've only kicked the 2 goals for the game. They've had several opportunities, particularly in that first quarter when they kicked 1-7. So that's where the game slipped by them a little bit, and maybe a little bit of game style kicking on the defensive side too many times. But for South Barwon, obviously they've just got to keep the ball inside forward 50 and lock it in their forward half. They've got the intercept markers behind the play, so they can set up defensively really well behind the ball and just continue to repeat forward 50 entries. Bell Park, they've just got to go for it here. They've just got to probably use the corridor a little bit more, not use that outer side. Don't play so defensive. What's it matter if you lose by 50 points or you go down swinging? So I think they'll throw everything at South Barwon for the first couple of minutes, but South Barwon will be just a little bit too strong and run away with the game, is how I feel.
You're not playing for percentage here, are you?
No, you are not.
Kate Sermon just had a really tight snap on goal, but it's hit the post for the Cats. 1-6-12 now, trailing North 4-4-28. You've got to take your opportunities against a team like the Kangaroos. Geelong don't want to go 0-2, but they're probably going to in what is a compressed season, only 11 games. And big ask, the Cats next with a clash against Carlton, I believe, next Saturday or Sunday afternoon, as around week 3 of the AFLW season. Other around the ground scores earlier today. Richmond defeated the Giants and Carlton beat the Gold Coast by 11 and 1 respectively in AFLW action. St Kilda playing Sydney this afternoon at Moorabbin. The Swans coming off a good first round win over Collingwood, but St Kilda streeting them at the moment 30-7, and the Falcons girls are through to the last 4 in the Talent League 66-37. South Barwon have broken from their huddle. Bell Park have got plenty of people around their huddle at the moment. And James Saker, maybe his last address for the season. James Birch is down boundary side for A&B Australia Quality Shelving and has got the coach of South Barwon all rugged up. Mark Neal, down to you, Birchie.
Yep, the zipper's gone right up on Neildy here. Neildy, it's just been one of those really contested games. These conditions are really, really tricky. Been a tough day for the tall forwards. It's going to be about those smalls getting to work in this last quarter.
Yeah, absolutely, Birchie. I think all 44 players that have played have put up a good show. It's just tough conditions up here, and it's just been contest to contest.
And what I loved is you sort of went back to some basics, having watched coaches over the years with their addresses. You're like, a couple of really key pointers, no stuffing around, just get that ball moving forward. There's 30 minutes of footy left, and you've got your noses in front, and that's the way you're going to stay there. Yeah,
I've been doing it for a while. I think I might have, and when I first started doing this, I might have got elaborate, might have confused the players a little bit, but I've worked out, can't do that.
Well done, good listen. Okay, see you next.
Bye for now.
Get ball forward, kick goals.
Yeah,
that was on his whiteboard, I reckon.
I look forward to talking to Mark Neal after the game.
It was,
James
it was
Saker.
hand to foot and get it going forward.
There you go.
Final quarter for Harvey Norman Electrical. Here's Jace.
Bridgewater gets it down to Patton for Bell Park. They go to half forward with the kick. Wilson Mack kick around the corner. He goes inboard. Wiedemann for South Barwon, clearing kick. Attacking side of the ground. Bounces out towards Carmody. Keeps it in front of himself. Can he pick it up? He can. He gets a kick around the corner high. And will it still stay in the field of play? Yes, it will. Bridgewater can't take the mark. And Lockie Noble happy to see it over for the Swans. We're going to have a boundary throw just forward of centre wing for Bell Park.
Oh, boundary umpire's arms over this side to be fresh.
Absolutely. Haven't done much work, have they? We'll have it hurled back into play. Forward of the wing. Favouring the Dragons. Broadcast side lights on here at West Oval. Callett the tap down, tried to flick it back into the corridor. Peters overran the footy, opens the door here maybe for Patton, who went to ground. Kick inside forward 50, attacking it but not taking it was Mack. Chance here to clear, jamming it on the boot and sending it wide was Wiedemann. Wanted Fort in a one-on-one, knocked away from him by Jones. Big ask for the youngster against the veteran star. Ball rolls to the boundary line. Wareham got low and saw the ball out of bounds for a boundary throw in at left half forward. Fort. Oh, is it pushing the back going which way? It's against Fraser Fort. That will make him even more grumpy. And the crowd gets involved as well. Free kick with Wareham at right half back.
Wareham now, right foot kick towards centre wing. Holds up in that breeze. Big pack there. He's going to be able to pick it up. Goff, he's over the top of it, tried to get the handball away. Mahadi, handball on the outboard was okay. The Pigeon gets it inside 50. It's a 2-on-2 for Bell Park. Wiedemann, though, was good. Turned around, left foot kick back to whence it came. Callett comes in, but can't stop the mark being paid. It comes back inboard for Bell Park. Oh, no mark taken. Nearly there for Wilson Mack to get one high. The umpire said play on. Ball spills free. Patton's in there as well for Bell Park. Pack develops. And the umpire will come in and ball it up about 40 out from the Bell Park goal.
Ash Maloney's taken a chest mark, gone back and kicked the goal, and the Cats are back within 10 of the Kangaroos. Kirsch for Leopold Sporties.
Absolutely. Good start here by Bell Park. First 3 inside forward 50s and 2 clearances to zip. So they've come out with a bit of intent, Bell Park.
Numbers for Kerrs High, though. There's a clearance here. Cunningham jammed it on the boot, rolled it to the middle of West Oval. Bridgewater cleaned up for the Dragons and then went short to McMahon. McMahon has it. True centre wing out of side here at West. 12 points to the margin. South leading Bell Park in this elimination final. Dragons go long inside 50. Long ball. Can they find a mark? No, they can't. Mac flew, couldn't take it. Well, Lucas, in fact, was there. Chance here for Petering. Ricochets off boots. Driver. Handball. Peters kick smothered. Double fist forward for the Swans towards Cunningham, who'll just throw it on the boot. Kick for territory, just hacks it. It'll bounce and sit on its point and open the door for Broughton, although Jones got him in a good one. Ball spilled out, holding the ball. Big tackle from Matty Jones.
He's on centre wing on the outer side for Bell Park.
He's been all right today, Matty Jones.
He has, and they've done all the attacking in this final term so far. The Parkers goes to centre half forward with a kick. Big pack there, punched away by Wiedemann. Great defensive play. And Cunningham puts a tackle on. The umpire's going to come in and ball it up just inside the centre square at half forward for the Dragons.
Just an update on that breeze. It is definitely dropped from the first half,
Yeah.
standing out in the middle during that break.
Yeah, definitely. From Fraser Maris was in that contest as well, so he got it down. Thanks, Birchie, for that update. South Point Garden Supplies with our weather and ground updates. Oh, it's been a good day for weather and ground, I tell you. Whew. So,
Jason Boris doesn't agree with you.
Another ball
he was
up, I know.
absolutely soaking when he came to the van.
Well, should have put his jacket on earlier. That's a bad mistake by him. Rookie error. Back inside for Bell Parker. Go up and take the mark. Wiedemann this time couldn't do anything from behind. And the mark's been taken by you-know-who, Sarcevic. And he'll shoot for goal from 40 out directly in front.
You see the third brother. There's Jack, Charlie, and you-know-who.
Yeah, you-know-who.
Well, the funny thing is, they've only had the 4 inside forward 50 marks, and he's had 2 of them. Now he's had 3 of them. So he is the hope. Then when the ball goes inside forward 50, 5 zip in favour of Bell Park for inside 50s this quarter.
So
this is huge.
Jack Sarcevic has kicked 1 goal this afternoon. This to make the margin 6 points. He comes in northern end of the ground, wheels out on the left, straight through the middle. No problems with that. The Parkers are up and about.
Is this game on, Jace?
So the crowd is up and about as well. Jack kicks 2. And they go to 3-10-28 Bell Park. They trail South Barwon 5-4-34. Harvey Norman Electrical K-Rock. Final quarter scoreboard.
Well, hasn't been no secret, but they've played a little bit of topside today this quarter and a little bit of corridor. And look what happens. You give yourself an opportunity inside forward 50. The recipe is that. Continue to do that. You're back in this game of footy.
Draws well and truly in play here.
Oh, these two. It is, Kingy.
Shut up, Kingy. That's ridiculous. If it goes to... Oh, my God, don't do that.
Bridgewater goes against Callett. Callett's going to do the roving and he's going to bang it inside forward 50 for South Barwon, but he just kicked for territory. What have we got? Throw it in. Insufficient intent was on the table and the umpire decided, no, we'll have that hurled back into play.
It's funny because if it was Errol, that's a free kick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Boundary throw in near where the 50 meets the boundary line. And the boundary umpire's come well in. She's coming a good 10 yards to be able to hurl this into the breeze. Throw in Bridgewater. Callett, Bridgewater, and won the tap down to the front of the pack. Peters attacked it, left the footy behind. Handball by Worm is fisted forward by Tobin. Didn't get out of play though, and a kick around the corner from Carmody has landed on the chest of Noble. Good heads up play by Carmody. Just get the ball forward. Noble quickly on with it, sets it up, looking for a mark. Caldu spoiled away, front of the pack. Hughes lost it in the tackle, knocked forward Caldu. Here's a chance for Jones, goes back, rush behind.
Handy point.
Handy point if you're a South Barwon supporter. 5-5-35. Playing 3-10-28. Final quarter has gone 6.5 minutes on the Harvey Norman Electrical Scoreboard and Barwon Foods time clock.
Rushed behind. Who would have thought one would have been so exciting in the game?
Wareham comes the top side. Looks at Benstead. Can't take the mark. Hughes against him. It's a 3-on-2. Oh, is that kick off the ground by Benstead? Ran into Ben Lloyd. Out of bounds on the full. I think it hit Ben Lloyd.
Sure it did, actually. No,
yes,
I'm not sure.
It hit his hip. And before it went out of bounds on the full. So
that is
sliding doors moment.
Did it even get off the ground?
Oh.
Sure it did.
Hughes short. Oh, whack. Coming across there was Todd White. And Petering was there.
This boundary umpire indicated there was a throw in. This umpire indicated it was out in the full.
Yeah, right. Ash Maloney with another shot at goal to pull the Cats within 5 points. Nina Morrison has hit her absolutely lace out and she's taken it on the chest. Ball back into play. Callett got rid of Bridgewater again, grabbed the loose footy, just fired a handball forward. Cunningham, Middleton, under pressure from Patton, conceded backwards to the voice of Shepherd. Shepherd sends a kick into the path of Ford. Good spoil, Matty Jones got a good piece of it, and Pearson the clearing kick to the middle of the ground. Riccardi back with the flight. Can he take the ball? He did, and then he had it knocked away by Goff. Goff, can he pick it up? He does. Taken by Riccardi. Ball spills out. Shepherd again, bangs it forward, and marking on the chest is Carmody. There's a sliding doors moment.
Carmody now from inside the centre square towards the pocket. Kick was great to Jake the Snake. Peters takes the mark. And he wouldn't have kicked too many goals in his career, Jake Peters.
Ash Maloney's kicked the goal, and the Cats are back within 5 of North Melbourne at Arden Street with 3 minutes to play in the third.
Kicked 14 goals in his career, Jake Peters, and he's in the Luke Justin left forward pocket here at West Oval.
Toughest kick we said pre-game to kick a goal from this area. it'll take everything.
Just to make the margin 13. He comes in, stuttering step, right foot kick, across the face of goal, and through for one behind to Jake Peters. So they go to 5-6-36 now, the Swans. Bell Park 3-10-28. Harvey Norman Electrical K-Rock. Final quarter scoreboard.
I think the draw's off the table now.
Yeah.
Lloyd with it. They've just got to roll the dice.
Yeah, got to go. Not the defensive side.
And that's where he's going. Although actually he's pulled it back to the corridor, but he's put it straight onto the chest of Carmody, who's marked. In fact, it's Kelly, I should say. He's got the yellow boots, Carmody the green boots. Kick to the top of the square, fought the target. Can't take the mark. It's off the hands of the pack. Lloyd cleans up, bangs it on the boot, needs a mark, doesn't find one. Bridgewater had it knocked away from him, or rather it was Pearce. Chance here for Middleton to give it to Huggins. Bangs it back inside 50. Mark not taken there. Is that Driver that's gone forward, or was it Noble? It was Noble. Couldn't take the mark. And in the right forward pocket, we'll get a ball up. 9 1/4 minutes played on the Barwon Foods time clock. Sells the freshest fish direct to you. Donga Road in North Geelong. It's 36 playing 28. Elimination final. It's just become a bit more gripping than it had been until three-quarter time.
From the ruck contest, they got it down to Jackson Carmody, but he kicked it around the corner. It was out of bounds on the full on the bike track. And the Parkers are going to take the free kick through Ben Lloyd.
Good afternoon to Jason Hollard listening in Mykonos. Go Dragons, father of Bomber.
Mykonos, Singapore.
Well, we can tell you what, Bomber, the weather here is a lot worse than Mykonos. It's been bloody terrible here, but it has got a little bit better in this final term. No rain, and the wind has died a bit. Now Ben Lloyd goes towards Ollie Bridgewater, falls to the front of the pack. Tobin's in there, handball on the up to Bridgewater, back to Pearce. His kick was partly smothered. Goes now to Middleton, just gets it on the boot towards the top of the square, off the back of the pack. Fought Carmody there as well, punched through, rushed behind to South Barwon. So they go to 5-7-37. They lead Bell Park 3-10-28. And that's on the Harvey Norman Electrical K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Desperation from Wareham. Lloyd got underneath it, a little lob wedge, but it's actually going to work out all right. That's not a front on contact or a mark. It should be, and it is to Pearson, who was met by Caldo. Went to handball Pearson to Wareham, but held it back, and that might have been the smart move. Pearson. A tumbling punt, really tumbling, and White has marked on the chest next to the boundary line for South Barwon. Wasn't a great kick. As it's just got a little bit lighter here, but the lights are on. And the rain has stopped for the moment. White, a kick back towards half forward. 40's target off the hands of the pack. Knocked forward. Might have been Noble into the path of Carmody. Couldn't take it. White went down. Mulroney went down low. He was stripped of the footy as he tried to pick it up, and we'll get a stoppage in front of the scoreboard. South Barwon 37, Bell Park 28. Final quarter, 11 minutes played on the Barwon Foods time clock. And the Cats within 5 points of North Melbourne inside the final minute of the third quarter, and I think the ball inside their forward 50.
The ball goes to the side of the pack, and getting that was Pearson for Bell Park. It's still inside South Barwon's forward 50. We're going to have another ball up. So Bridgewater got it to the side of the pack. Maris, Mulroney, he gets it on the up. Pearson again. Cunningham puts the tackle on him. Umpire will come in and do some more work.
Could only suggest that Hamish Lucas may be carrying a bit of an injury. He hasn't gone on the ball at all this quarter, and he's played forward for the whole 11-12 minutes.
Ball from the ruck contest. Tobin over the top of it. He can't pick it up. Tries to tap it on. Coming the other way, Kelly got a trip. Umpire said play on. Cunningham. Kick around the corner. In towards the pocket. And Lloyd seeing it over the line for Bell Park. Left forward pocket for South Barwon. And they are in attack, and they lead 37-28.
Harvey Norman Electrical, Warren Ponds and Corio, same day delivery, 7 days a week. Two great locations, Corio and Warren Ponds. Final quarter action, 37 plays 28. Pigeon comes back onto the ground, Kirsch. Held back into the play. Caldo wins the tap down. Ground level, Middleton couldn't pick it up cleanly. And underneath that is a dragon who was dragged to ground.
There's a fair chance we can't win an award when he does stuff like that on our broadcasts.
The last man up there is Charlie Sarcevic.
With what?
With doing that.
Ball into the air. Tap down Bridgewater. Clearing kick by Pearson to half back. It bounces at the feet of Callett and bounces away from him, but clean was Shepherd. Threw it on the right boot and kicked it over the fence and out of bounds on the full, and it'll be a free kick to the Dragons in the right back pocket. They've just been hemmed into this quarter of the ground, Bell Park, as they try and find a way through to find a goal to pull them within a kick and really set us up for a big finish here in this elimination final. Farewell to season 2024 for the loser. The winner, a meeting with St Mary's in a week's time in the first semi-final.
So Pearson, Bell Park, a bit straighter this time with the kick, off hands, front of the pack. Benstead couldn't take it, falls to the side. Now Todd White off a step, high kick, inside 50, fought, big thump away from the side of the pack, but it falls for South Barwon. And now Carmody around the corner, in towards the goal line. Sarcevic just throws it through for a rush behind. Goalkeeper style again. And the Swans go to 5-8-38. They lead Bell Park 3-10-28. Harvey Norman Electrical K-Rock final quarter scoreboard. We played 14 minutes on the Barwon Foods time clock.
Not quite Mel Michael from about 25 metres out kicking it back through, but fairly deliberate all the same. Wareham straight up the middle. Lloyd went with a fist, bought 25 metres. But playing behind the footy is Driver, although they're going to come at him hard. So he turns and kicks quickly and kicks well onto the chest of Middleton. There were 3 Dragons circling, but he managed to find Middleton with the kick, who now sends it inside forward 50. Caldu sets himself. Up went Bridgewater. He couldn't mark for Bell Park. Caldu tried to get it forward, knocked back the other way. Mulraney, Wiedemann, Kelly through traffic, lost it in the Benstead tackle. Mawson barely called him this afternoon. Mulraney a handball. Wiedemann out of the pack, left foot kick. Where's Fort? Good spoil Jones. Here's Fort with a left foot snap, but missing everything and rolling it out of bounds for a boundary throw in the right forward pocket. Margin stays at 10, 5-8-38, plays 3-10-28, final quarter, Harvey Norman Electrical, Warren Ponds and Corio scoreboard as we approach 15 minutes played in this final term.
They need the next goal, Bell Park, or this is it.
Yeah, well, we've gone 15 minutes now, so...
They've got to get it somehow in their forward line.
Yep.
It's in South Barwon's forward line. Fraser Fort in the ruck contest over the back. Tap down to Fort, left foot kick towards the top of the square. Ben Lloyd with a clearing kick to the outer side. Half back flank for them. Boris does well. 50 from goal. Spears it back in. Oh, Lloyd, great mark. Hamlin hanger. He had to run at it. Nearly hit him in the face. And he gets it out wide. They run. Jones goes with the kick long. Over the back. Which way is it going to go? South Barwon at the back. They've got the numbers, but can they pick the footy up? They can't. Goes towards Wilson Mack. Huggins behind him. Goff comes across it. Oh, Rowan Goff. Great handball over the top. Paddy Kelly. And it was a great pick up as well. And danger averted for South Barwon. They get it to centre wing on the outer side for a boundary throw in.
The sense of theatre we'd love a Bell Park goal.
Absolutely, we would. The first 5 inside forward 50s. South Barwon have had the next 10.
Yeah, Kerrs Hire, 100% locally owned and operated in Geelong. Boundary umpire will hurl it back towards the edge of the centre square. Bridgewater, Callett. There's going to be a free kick, a hold, and it's going to go to the Dragons. Advantage paid. Quick kick inside forward 50. A rolling ball back there. Shepherd tracking it, bursting his way through and playing it well. Wiedemann, and he kicks to the wing, puts it into space. Mulraney to run onto it. Pearson to keep him company. Handball Mulraney, and then Pearson a wonderful smother on Hughes. Won the footy, gave it to Pigeon. Pigeon a kick inside forward 50. Huggins playing in front. Petering gave away a free kick. And it'll be taken by the TV evangelist in the right back pocket.
Oh, it's a bit of Sunday action for him today. Blair Huggins.
He was on TV at 6 o'clock this morning.
He was. And his kick was terrible. He was off air at 7 after that. And he's turned it over. Jack McMahon takes it on centre wing for Bell Park. Drives it back inside 54. The Dragons need a mark over the top. Mahadi might have gone forward. Over the back, Sarcevic tried to get the ball away. Oh!
His head off!
Took his head off. Stop. Oh, it's the Pigeon! He's been decapitated.
Really has.
He needs some work at the vet, Tyler Pigeon.
Goodness.
And no free kick.
No free kick. What is going on?
Got him right in the beak.
Brock Williamson style.
It was.
In the left forward pocket. Quick kick out of the pack. Came from Maris. But he's put it out of bounds on the full to the northern end and will have a free kick. But this is where they want it. And now they need to work hard to hem South Barwon in like they've been hemmed in.
How's that not a free kick? Oh, wait.
17.5 minutes almost played. Barwon Foods time clock. Margin is 10 in this low-scoring affair.
RSPCA investigation.
Ah, nice, Birchie.
I'm more excited about one more out on the full. We've got the equal record for the year.
Peters, a high ball to half-back for South Barwon. Bridgewater flew but couldn't take the mark. Caldo trying to barge his way through. The skipper for the Swans, taken in a tackle and brought to ground. I reckon that's Mulraney, is it? No, it's Callett. And he gets to his feet and we will get a ball up. Umpire Brown points at the 2 rucks. Bridgewater and Callett, they'll run at each other. Bridgewater got high, won the tap down. Lucas has come up onto the footy, slung in the tackle, ball spilled out. Worm can't keep it alive. We'll have it hurled back into play again. It's gripping now. We haven't had the biggest margin of the day, 19. It's back to 10. And one of these teams is going to progress to a first semi-final.
Left half forward for Bell Park, northern end of the ground. Bridgewater, push past it by Callett. Goes towards Charlie Sarcevic. Lucas, he's wrapped up straight away. The umpire's asking him to get rid of the footy. He can't. It's been tackled by two South Barwon players. Madigan was one, Kelly was the other. So centre wing, ball up. Bridgewater goes early to try and push Callett outside the ball. Comes to the back. Hughes gets a clearing kick for South Barwon. Is that out of bounds on the full?
Ooh.
Touch, said the boundary umpire.
He was right on the spot.
Was. He's about as far away as we were. And Callett and Bridgewater will do the ruck contests. Just forward of centre.
If I reckon, Birchie, whoever wins this, your Leopold Sporties is one of the opposing ruckmen. Tap down, Bridgewater, Callett, the roving handball release. Hughes jams it on the boot and around the corner inside 50. Lloyd, judging at best, has taken the mark. And they just say, let's go. Let's roll the dice as we approach time on. One goal only kicked in this final term. As Lloyd goes up the middle, sends it long. Wormy's target. Shepherd gave him a shove. Fly came, but no mark was taken for the Dragons. Benstead slid in, but Kelly gave it on the up to White. White a kick, wants forward. Spoilers come from everywhere, but Noble at the front of the back. Flicked it out to Carmody. Carmody tried to get it back to Noble. Noble a handball on the up. Madigan a quick snap around the corner, and back with the flight. Jones judging it best for Bell Park. Mark's in the right back pocket.
Jones plays on straight away. Runs, goes with a kick towards half-back, needs a mark. Mahadi off the back of the pack. Sarcevic, oh, he turned around into traffic, and umpire said, lucky, we'll ball it up. So, just between wing and half forward for South Barwon on the outer side. We'll have a ball up. Callett and Bridgewater. Bridgewater gets it down, rove though by White. Back inside 50 for South Barwon off the back of the pack. And dangerous have been Carmody. Handballs it away off a step. Oh, free kick was a throw, said the umpire. And it will be a free kick to Bell Park. It's going to be Matt Jones with the free kick. We've played 20 and a half. They have to get going, Bell Park. He kicks it on the outboard. Dangerous kick. And coming through was Jackson Gorman. He keeps it in. They have to go. They just have to play on at all costs. And it goes towards centre wing. No mark taken. They can't get it past here at the moment. Rowan Goff gets there for South Barwon. Short little kick to Hughes was good. Swans have got it 60 from goal.
Hughes laterally. Kelly. Front edge of the centre square. Marks. Called to play on now. Kicks through the outstretched arms of Lucas. Sets it up. Top of the square. Off the back of the pack. Noble is there, but he won't be able to take the footy. Wareham can. Kicks on his left to half back. Lucas has got to be good, and he was. No, didn't get paid the mark. Maris picked up the loose footy and then got dumped at left half back. We'll get a ball up. 21 minutes played. Barwon Foods time clock. Nina Morrison's goal and the Cats lead. The Kangaroos by a point at Arden Street.
So ball up. Bridgewater coming from behind Callett. Bridgewater got it down. Hughes nearly took it. Patton just handballed it out into the open. Hughes again breaks free. Left foot kick back inside 50. Lloyd, another mark.
Can you give the schematic and the Leopold Sporties to a defeated player?
Yeah, absolutely. Lloyd
been outstanding.
Goes to the middle with the kick. That's better. Needs to move it on quickly. They do through Patton. Goes with a left foot kick from half back towards half forward, and they get it going. Taking the mark there is Oscar Riccardi. Goes into the pocket with the kick, sliding mark, Sarcevic, and he's taken it. He's still 45 from goal. Tough kick from here.
Doesn't suit the left foot.
No, it does not.
No ifs, no buts. They must goal from this set play to be any chance whatsoever.
Does somebody need to provide him something, or do we just back in the talent of Jack Sarcevic?
Oh, he's got talent, absolute talent, but conditions are probably against him, aren't they, at the moment? Heavy ball, winds going everywhere, 45 out.
2 goals, 2 for Jack Sarcevic. Left foot kick has brought it back. He's just... It was a pretty good kick. The Flowers family stand thought he kicked it, I think. 2 goals, 3. So they go to 3-11-29. Bell Park, South Barwon, 5-8-38. Harvey Norman Electrical, K-Rock. Final quarter scoreboard.
Time is slipping away as the kick goes into the left back pocket. Came from Starkey. And then short driver to Peters. Peters will go short over the top, and Starkey kept running. That's a good run from Starkey. Now 75 from the defensive goal square He turned on the afterburners to provide an option, and now he sends a kick to just forward of the wing. It hangs in the heavy air. A quick kick forward by Cunningham, who roved at the front of the pack. Bouncing ball, Jones tracking it. Boundary line might be his friend. He shrugged off Fort, who ends up on the bike track, but he ran out of room, Jones, and will have it thrown into play. It's going to be tough. They need to kick 2, and there's not a lot of time left for them to do it, the Dragons. And the Swans might hang on without kicking a goal in the final quarter.
So boundary throw in. Left half forward for South Barwon. Just inside their 50. Bridgewater up against Harry Cunningham, which is the weirdest ruck combination I've ever seen in my life. Callett behind the ball. Starkey went low. Couldn't pick the footy up though. Oh, umpire's pinged him. Bell Park free kick. And it's going to be to Jack McMahon once he can get up. He can now. So Starkey has to stand the mark. Jack McMahon at half back, just playing at all costs. He goes from half back towards centre half forward. Big pack off the back. Lucas claiming the mark. Paid it. Lucas 55 from goal, kicks it underneath, goes towards Goff, kicks it off the ground, back towards Mulroney. He can't pick it up, and a pack develops about 35 out from the Bell Park goal. We're going to have a ball up.
The must goal is now.
Absolutely.
We've been saying never.
Yeah, I know, but every time they get the ball inside forward 50, you feel they've got to at least hit the scoreboard.
Cats now trail by 5. North Melbourne have gold. Ball on the outer side. White with it, just trying to track it to the boundary line. Not in a hurry to keep it in. Oh, insufficient intent. Oh, wow.
Gee willikers.
Yieldy will be going off.
Whoa.
And the short kick finds Worm, who's got it.
Oh, a bit of rumblings in the stands behind.
Man on the mark, 60 from goal. Worm sends it up into the right forward pocket. Fort's put himself behind the footy, flying but not marking. It was Mahadi who's gone forward. He's followed Fort. Quick clearing kick for South Barwon. Jones came across, brought it to ground. Gorman couldn't take it cleanly neither. But Jones in the end, out of bounds, boundary throw in right forward pocket. Fraser Fort said, we're not losing this. I'm going to go and set myself up behind the ball.
Nobody in South Barwon's forward half at the moment.
They're saving now, aren't they?
Yeah. Boundary throw in. Just forward of centre wing for Bell Park. They need to get it from this contest and inside their forward 50 pretty quick. Callett against Bridgewater. Falls a short boundary throw in. I think they'll have to do that all again and set up. So a bit of an anticlimax for that one. 5-8-38 South Barwon. Bell Park 3-11-29. We played 26 minutes in this final term on the Barwon Foods time clock. Sales of freshest fish direct to you, Donga Road, North Geelong. Righto, Kingy, let's get him going.
Ball to be hurled back into play. Left half forward. Right half forward, I should say, for the Dragons. Callett front position, it's socket off the ground. Rolling ball, Worm coming one way but not being able to pick it up was Lloyd. And there's going to be a free kick going to Jake Peters for too high. He just says settle it down as Cunningham provides him something. Instead he sends it long. Caldu is his target. Back with the flight, Benstead. Mick Waters was there. Pushed in the back, surely free kick. That was an easy one for Reece McWaters to receive the free kick, the former Geelong Falcon. They need to conjure something. Bell Park, Mick Waters sends it to the wing. Big fly. Mahadi got up there. He's gone forward to the ball, or he's just followed Fort, who's gone back behind the footy. And we'll get a ball up. Another stoppage. There's been plenty of them this afternoon. True centre wing out of side. South Barwon with the 26 and 3/4 minute mark, lead by 9.
Ball comes back towards Chris Hughes at centre half back for South Barwon. He just holds it up. Matt Jones has actually gone to full forward because Fraser Fort's gone to full back.
He's been terrific, Matt Jones, on Fraser Fort.
So ball up, 55 from the Bell Park goal. Callett taps it down. Madigan. Oh, got Hamish Lucas in a high tackle. As he put the tackle on, he actually swung his arm back. And Madigan will get up off the canvas and give the ball. But well, he didn't give the ball back to the umpire. He just left it there for umpire Brown. Callett gets it down. Patton's in there, putting the tackle on against Madigan. Another ball up, still 50. This is good for South Barwon. They lead by 9. Callett gets it down. Side of the pack, Mulroney. Riccardi goes free. Handball over the top. Now the Pigeon. Can he kick another one? The Pigeon has kicked the goal! Tyler Pigeon When it matters, he's kicked it. He's got the beak up and down, and he's kicked the goal. 4:11:35, Bell Park. South Barwon 5:8:38. And it's 3 points of difference. Harvey Norman Electrical K-Rock final quarter scoreboard. 28 minutes played on the Barwon Foods time clock.
Well, what I liked about it is Oscar Riccardi didn't panic on his left. He could have, by all rights, had a shot on his left or at least tried to straighten up, but he just had that sense of smarts to give the handball to the outside runner, and the pigeon done the rest, popped it through.
Pigeon. You're an idiot.
Here we go. 28 and a half minutes played. We can't have long left. Bridgewater the tap. Patton, free kick, hold, going to the Dragons. And it's going to go to Worm. He gives a handball. Patton sends it inside forward 50. Sun now shining at West. Standing tall driver. Hamlin Hanger set himself at the front of the pack and holds firm for the Swans, and he gets up limping too.
He hasn't kicked it yet, everyone.
Theatre. Jack in the theatre.
He's telling Goff to get moving. He's now told to get moving. Jack Driver. It's
a shank!
It is a shank, but it's landed on Max Mawson's chest. We haven't seen Max Mawson all afternoon. And he'll send the Swans towards half forward. Broughton the target. He works Mick Waters off the footy. Broughton found the loose ball. Kicks on the left. Wanted Hughes. Tobin got in front. Dropped the mark. Recovered. Gave it to Mick Waters. Holding the ball. Not paid. Madigan. Quick snap. Cunningham. Left shoulder. Misses to the right. Through for a minor score. Margin is 4.
Gotta go straight down the middle.
You might as well just go whack up the middle, and that is exactly what Wareham has done.
Goes straight down. Cowart goes up, can't take the mark for South Barwon. Benstead, he can't pick it up. Lucas came in for the tackle. Pack develops. 4 to the centre circle for South Barwon. Umpire says
away.
They break away. They fall over at the crucial stage, though. Handball missed Lucas. Siren! Siren! South Barwon win in another epic game. South Barwon 5:9:39. They've defeated Bell Park 4:11:35. Wowee.
Goodness gracious.
Without kicking a goal in the final term, South Barwon have hung on to a 4-point victory.
A combined 5 points, the margin across the weekend. 1 point, golden point on Saturday. 4 points in a 9-goal slog combined on the Sunday. What a cracking start to the GFL final series. We've got 4 to go. And if they live up to the expectations of the last 2, we're in for some sort of September. 5:9:39 South Barwon.